What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of account, they call it her pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering a black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name, but you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that, claiming Daphne disrespected me. I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.
Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are all having a good day. I'm having a good day. First, I want to, before I get started on our topic today, I wanted to address something that was brought to my attention, in regard to something that someone posted on Twitter. Yesterday, somebody sent me a post from a woman whose Twitter got shut down, and she made a post about her 10th graders looking at her ass. She took a picture of her backside where you can see through the pants she was wearing, some SpongeBob drawers, whatever that was. And people assumed that she worked for the DC public schools. Okay. Now you got these women online who are promoting their OnlyFans. They're trying to promote their business. They're trying to promote themselves. So what they will typically do is post something online that's going to create a shock value. Now, y'all know the last few weeks, I've been catching a lot of Black women doing these type of tactics, and people are calling me a snitch and calling me a fraud and calling me, crazy. She's harassing people. No. I want to remind you, ladies, when you put this crap online and it's public, it is fair game. It's not harassment. It's not stalking. It's not she won't leave me alone. Whenever you put something out in the atmosphere to go viral, you're not going to get everyone's approval. Everyone's not going to say, yes, bitch. Some of them are going to say, no, ho. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So when I see things online that are not appropriate, we have to address it. This is a grown woman making people think that she is a teacher and that these 10th graders are looking at her butt. So I did my research. I did find out who she was. I found out that she does not work for DC public schools, but people were harassing the websites and emailing and doing all this without actually doing investigative work. You can't attack people because some idiot told you online, this is where she works. They had a picture of her certificate that was edited and altered. Doesn't mean that she's a real teacher. There's women right now that do OnlyFans, and they have a whole classroom set up, ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, little pencils and crayons, and their legs are spread open and they're butt naked. I think it's really bad that these women are doing this just to get a couple dollars. But I want to remind you guys of something. Women that post that kind of stuff on Twitter, when they're verified, that is the reason why they're posting it, because they want to get paid. When you're verified on Twitter, your likes, your views, your comments, that's how you get that check every 2 weeks. So when they post something like that, they know it's going to go viral, but they forget they're going to lose their account at the same time, which she did lose her account. I want to show you guys this because I did post it on my community tab, but a lot of people don't check that. So I want to show y'all real quick what I saw to let y'all know that I did handle it. So this is the post. I wanted to show y'all a little piece of it. That's the picture she put up. If you zoom in, you'll see SpongeBob on her booty, right? Everybody thought this was an actual teacher, right? She works for the DC public schools, and everybody started to attack when that wasn't even the truth. I came to the conclusion that she didn't because I reached out to the head person, and they emailed me back and said, there is no one by this name in their database, right? But a lot of women will make you think that because they know you're going to share it, you're going to like it, you're going to subscribe to it. But this woman is a mother. She does have kids. And any woman that thinks making a joke about being a predator is funny, you don't deserve to have your kids. I know there's a lot of women out there. Why do you always attack black women, Daphne? You hate black women. Who is telling these black women to put this shit online? How come nobody's holding these black women accountable that I'm coming at? I'm not just addressing this because it's Thursday. It's because this woman is saying things that is not appropriate. Now, if a man went online and said, I wonder if my 10th grade girls are looking at my penis, I guarantee you these women will have his blood type in seconds. But when women do it, we have to think this woman gave birth. She's a mother. She's innocent. These women are not innocent. This is not a joke. Some women actually laughed at this. They say, you crazy, sis. You a fool, sis. You're funny. Nothing about this is funny, y'all. When it comes to female predators, I am on your ass like a lace wig. I'm on you. I am on you. You will not get away with it. And if you're lying about it and you have kids, that doesn't make it better. You might not get in trouble for the tweet because we know that you're not a real teacher, but you can still get in trouble because at the end of the day, you're bringing danger to your household. When people assume that you're a female predator and you're disguising yourself as a teacher, a lot of people send you death threats. They dox you. They try to find out where you live. Now your babies are in jeopardy. Is it worth going viral to get a couple of dollars? Really? Really? I'm trying to teach you guys that online, these women do this to go viral to get paid. This is not the first time or the last time I'm going to catch somebody doing this. This whole week has been black women. Black women. Last week, black women. The week before, black women. They get so mad at me because they think I'm focused only on black women. But it's black women putting this shit out there. Y'all not sending me anything that Karen said or Guadalupe. You're only sending me what black women are doing because other races are not doing that. They're not doing this shit for likes. These women will lie about being attacked. They'll lie about being sexually assaulted, and they'll lie about kids looking at their butts. How is that remotely funny, you guys? Every day, somebody is sending me something coming from a black woman. Why? Why are y'all doing it? They're more mad at me than the women that put the shit out there. That's the only thing that bothers me. A lot of women said, you could have just kept scrolling, Daphne. You could have ignored it, Daphne. It's not your business, Daphne. It is. Kids are my business. This woman has 2 of them. And this is what she's doing to get paid. Lying online about young kids looking at her derriere. That's how y'all gonna get paid now? That's how y'all getting paid? You're lying about sexual assault. You're lying about domestic violence. And you're lying about this right here, being a predator. Why would you even make a joke about being a predator in the first place? That's damaging. That you don't come back from that. So any mother that thinks making a joke about being a predator, any woman that thinks that's funny, they don't deserve their kids. Like I told you guys on my last show, just because they push them out doesn't mean they're qualified to take care of them. A lot of these mothers are failing. Black mothers. And other black women are not holding them accountable. They're laughing with them. Yes, sis, you're funny. You're not funny to me. I didn't laugh not one time. And I'm sure the FBI isn't going to laugh either. Oh, yeah. I went over everyone's head. Whether it's a joke or not, you need to be investigated because I'm assuming this ain't the first time you joked. And some of these predators will joke, but they really do that shit in real life. I keep telling you, you parents out there, y'all so focused on the gym teacher that's a man, y'all need to be focused on that math teacher that's a woman. There's a lot of teachers doing this in real life. That's what makes it even more disgusting. There are real teachers right now preying on these young boys. But y'all so focused on the men. Oh my gosh, men are the predators. No, they are not. Women, the one you least expect, the tutor that's telling your son to stay after 10, 15 minutes. I'm seeing a lot of female predators lately, but you can't really say that out loud because you'll be banned. You'll be put on a 30-day ban because women don't do this behavior. It's only men. No, it isn't. It's women. And I'm going to call y'all out every single time. I don't care how many kids you got. I don't care what you do for a living. If you post something online where you're talking about a child looking at your body, you're done. I'm going to report you to every single person I can report you to. And I don't care what happens to you at all. I'm more concerned about the kids. I want to remind you guys, it's about the kids. So I just wanted y'all to know that I did take care of this today. I didn't handle it right away because I like to be strategic. I like to investigate. I wasn't going to hop on the train and start calling a bunch of numbers and harassing people. Instead, I looked at who the head honcho was, sent them an email. They returned my email and said, hey, they don't work for us, none of our schools. And they have 117 schools, I believe. So again, she doesn't work for the school system, so y'all can stop blowing them up. I already handle business. Please understand that no one's going to get away with being a predator, whether you're a woman or a man. And I always tell women, if a man did this, would you be mad? Yes. Then why are you letting a woman get away with it? Because, women typically don't do that. They're just joking. No, they're not just joking. A lot of these women want y'all kids. Real talk. They do. And a lot of these teachers are dressed like that, where they're wearing clothes that make their bodies look good, just to teach some horny kids. They know what they're doing. But y'all think it's a joke. Oh, I never had a good looking teacher when I was in school. She looked good. What? Teachers are supposed to teach, not show their ass. Y'all feel me? We need to bring back those teachers that smell like bug spray. Bring back those teachers that had the hairy moles and the bad teeth and the bad breath. Bring them back. Because these new modern day teachers are dressed like they're going to the club when it's really a school. You're supposed to be teaching. Got these boys horny in class. Y'all know what y'all doing. Oh, she can't help it. Her body, you can help it. There are clothes for every body type. I watch my 600-pound life every day. And these 600-pounders are wearing clothes that fit. And you're telling me with a BBL body, you can't wear clothes that fit? Not going to work on my watch. Y'all better start watching these teachers. Even though she's fucking around, there are real teachers that think just like she does. They know what they're doing. And they love the attention from little boys. Y'all better wake up. So I wanted to let you guys know that I did handle that, and I will continue to handle it. Y'all can call me every name you want, but I'm out here protecting kids for a reason. These mothers, man. Man, please, fellas, please be careful who you are having kids with. Please. Please stop falling for the okie doke and actually get to know the woman that you might have a kid with. They're not thinking right. And y'all still pumping and dumping in them and having these kids. And this is the result. Y'all got to do better. Y'all, somebody said, should teachers get BBLs? Look, there was a teacher that went viral, I think last year, and these men were lusting over her because she had a BBL body. She had a non-existent waist, a big old butt, and big old breasts, and no ounce of fat on her stomach at all. And these men went crazy. She can't help that her body's built like that. Yes, she can. She went to Dr. Miami. When you're going to Dr. Miami, you can help it. That wasn't your original body. If she had her original body, nobody would have gave a damn. But her BBL body went viral. She's a teacher wearing skin tight clothes. And y'all saying she can't help it. Yes, she can. She can help it. I've seen big people wear clothes that fit and they look great in them. I don't want to hear that shit. If you know you got a double D chest, there are clothes for us. If you know you got a big butt, there are clothes for you to wear. At the end of the day, y'all just got to be vigilant. Y'all got to really watch what these teachers are doing because they are preying on your kids and you don't even know it. Telling them to stay after so they can tutor them when really they're messing with them. But y'all don't even want to. Man, it makes me mad. Woo! But I just want you guys to know that this woman was held accountable. That's all I want you guys to know. Her name is Angel, but she's a devil. They gave her the wrong name. I don't think it's ever a joke to say that kids are looking at your butt. I don't. It just really makes me mad, guys. But anyways, thank you guys for that little, little intro. I just wanted to let you guys know that I did handle it. But today I wanted to talk about how a lot of women are choosing to be baby mamas over wives. Now, everybody, it's not a choice. Some people, they got tricked. Some people, they really, got into a relationship and really didn't know what the outcome was going to be. They wanted to be a wife one day, but unfortunately, they're a baby mama. And I wanted to talk to people and ask them, how did you get into that position that you're in? Because a lot of women I've talked to over the years, they tell me I was tricked. And I just can't fault. I'm not going to fall for that one again. I don't believe that women are tricked into having kids. It's a choice. The same women that are saying my body, my choice, y'all know what I said the other day. Your body, your choice, your consequences. So if we know we can, that we're the ones that carry the child, we're the ones that are going to be close to death, why are we just willy-nilly letting people pump and dump? We have to really protect ourselves. But a lot of these women tell me every day, I don't want to be a wife. That's a contract. A lot of you women are backwards, and we're going to address that, and I got examples. But before we get into that, I wanted to talk to Somaya. Hey, Somaya.
Hey,
Oh, you got a nice picture. Beautiful picture, queen.
I
Okay,
have
girl.
to
Um,
thank
so
you.
so Somaya, I want to say thank you so much for agreeing to do this. You know, nobody knows who you are personally, and if there's a question that I ask you and you don't feel comfortable with, you don't have to answer it. Okay, I'm not gonna grill you. This ain't a grilling. Okay.
Okay.
Now, Somaya, I know you said you do have kids. Is that correct?
Yes,
How many kids do you have, hon?
I have two boys.
Two boys. Okay, gotcha. And if you don't mind me asking, is it by the same dad?
Yes,
Okay, go girl. Okay, so two boys by one man. Now let me ask you this: are you still with the father?
I am not.
You're not. Okay. How long have you and the father been separated?
Um, since 2016.
Okay. Wow. So y'all haven't been together in a long time. Wow. So your two boys, are they young, older? What are the ages?
They are 10 and 8.
10 and 8. Okay, gotcha. So with you not being with the dad today, you guys are not together. What made you have kids with him without getting a ring?
Um, so we actually were engaged. Um, we had been together since we were 15. And we had our first kid when we were 22. Um, I I think that we kind of just we grew apart in a way that we didn't understand what's happening until after the relationship ended and we got to talk about it. Um, so the relationship, I mean, we started as kids and we didn't really know ourselves back then as children. And then as we got older, we just kind of had different ways that we wanted to go about things. And at the time, we didn't really um, understand each other so much. I didn't understand what it meant for a man to want to be a leader. I didn't really understand what that would look like in a relationship for myself. And so I wasn't very receptive to that during that time. And that was just one of the things that we got to talk about, after the relationship had ended. And we kind of just were uh, revisiting things that happened in our relationship and talking about what could have been better or what we each could have done better to make the relationship last.
Okay.
Um,
But you had two kids with him. So when you
yes.
had the first kid, what made you have the second one without getting a ring at that time? Were you still, I know you said that you were engaged, but what made you guys not actually get married? You trusted him when he proposed to you, was that before the kids?
That was at the time that I got pregnant with the first one.
Okay. So after you had that baby, did you say, "Hey, it's time for us to get married. I already had a kid. I'm not having no more until we get married."
So there for me, and I don't think for either one of us, there was just like this we got to hurry up and get married kind of thing. Um, Again, we didn't really know what we were doing. So he he wanted to do it, and at that time, we were going through um relationship counseling or marriage counseling. We went to this preparing for marriage class, and ultimately it just ended up not working out. I think that by the time it was getting to the end of the relationship, we kind of just realized that it wasn't marriage wasn't going to change anything. um the things that we got to talk about after the relationship ended, we weren't really in the right headspace to visit those conversations while we were together, because it was a lot of stress and strain during the relationship that we weren't able to see clearly, what the problem was, if that makes sense.
Okay. So let me ask you this: with you having two kids by him, and now it's been eight years or so, would you say that in your next relationship, are you in a relationship right now or no?
I am not.
You're not okay. So in the next relationship that you get into, let's say that you really like him, he really likes you, and you're ready to take it to the next level. Do you think you've learned from this first relationship to make sure that this is someone that you see a future with?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Now let me ask you this: do you think a lot of women, because I know you said you were young when you were with him, but a lot of these women now that are having kids and all these baby daddies, they're older. So why do you think that's their mindset? Why do you think a lot of women would rather be a baby mama to a man they don't want to be with than being a wife first?
That is the question that I've raised to myself and in other conversations. I don't know why anybody would choose to, or let me just say it this way, as opposed to those women that choose to be a single mother off the bat, where they go and they, just get a donor sperm, and they just choose it that way. Um, I don't, I don't understand how women are in a relationship, with somebody for 3, 6 months and get pregnant, and you don't know that person, and so that alone, you don't have time to really get to know somebody. At this age and this time, you would think that a person would know better, and vet people better before they have children with them. And I think that women are getting pregnant. And I had a joke with my sisters, a long time ago, that women just want to say, "Me and my kids gonna be straight." Like, I hear that a lot, and I think that there's this baby mama, baby daddy situation where it looks like they're doing what they got to do to make sure that their kids are good, when really you've never tried to do the ultimate thing to make sure that the kids are good, which is find a good person, um, to have those children with, somebody that you can be with long term. That's why I don't have any additional children, because I'm just I'm not a baby mama, I never saw myself being a baby mama. I've always wanted the family, and that's another thing that took so long, I guess, for the relationship to end, is because we tried to work it out, because we both wanted families. We both wanted to be a family. But it didn't work out that way. And I think a lot of women don't value family the same way anymore.
Okay. Now you said something significant. You said I'm not a baby mama. So what do you label yourself as if you have two kids at a wedlock? What do you consider that to be? Just a mother with two kids?
So what I mean when I say that is, I'm I guess a better phrase would be, I never saw myself being a baby mama.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, because
So
I was like, girl, I know it's a title women don't like, and I know when you hear baby mama, baby daddy, it's a ghetto term. People don't want to hear it, but
yeah,
like when I used to tell people that if you have kids at a wedlock, your babies are bastards. How dare you insult my kid?
right.
Oh, God takes you. Well, God said bastard. I didn't
And
make
I
that
think
word up.
a lot of people have problems with direct terminology. That's
Yep.
something that I'm seeing a lot. I see a lot of women have a problem with the term submission, obey, and things like that. When it comes to a relationship with a man, or a good relationship with a man, and just listening to the word and not what it actually means. Um, so yeah, I say that, you know, he calls me his baby mama, but I always refer to him as my kid's dad, or the father of my children, because I don't like the term. I know that it's actual, that's the technical term, that's
Hmm.
what it is, but I just prefer not to use that for him, because to me he is more than a baby daddy. He When I hear baby daddy, I think drama. That's just where my mind goes. But he's the father of my children. He's active. He supports them. He pays child support. I didn't request the child support. It was actually mandated by the state.
Mm.
Um, but I didn't ask for it. But it came down to it, and they were like, "You have to." So
Okay.
that's the
Yep.
only reason that he's on child support anyway.
Gotcha. Because someone asked, was he an adequate father? So that answered that question. Okay.
Yes.
So when people do call you a baby mama, do you get offended?
No, no. I mean, I can't control everybody's terminology. I can't control what everybody says. Um, because I know it's not that big of a deal. It's just, you know, it's
I
just a
definitely understand. I definitely understand. Okay. So I want to say thank you for having the guts, because a lot of women, they say, yeah, I do the show. And then when the show comes up, they back out because they don't want to talk about their life. A lot of people don't like to address the things that's going on in their life. And that's
Mhm.
probably why they're so angry. Not you, but you were willing. You were like, yeah, sure, I don't care. But I appreciate you for giving me some of your time. Was there anything else you wanted to say?
Um, no, just keep doing what you're doing. I remember the first post that I saw of yours, and I was like, oh yeah, this girl is on it. I like her. So
Well, thank you. I like you too. I saw you on video. You're beautiful. You're good. Like I said, I don't have issues with baby mamas. People think I do. I have
right,
issues with
no, and I can
women.
see that. I can absolutely see you're doing the work, girl. You're doing the work. You're holding people accountable. I follow you for a reason. I agree with a lot of the things that you say, most of the things that you say. And I
Hold
mean,
on. I'm gonna stop you right there. You said you agree with most. Be honest. Was there something that I said that you didn't agree with? I'm just curious. I would like to know.
oh no, 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 no,
You
sorry.
sure? No, no, no. I'm not. This is not a grilling. Have I ever posted something where you was like, I kind of agree, but
No, no, I say most because I haven't just like looked at your whole entire page, but since I've been
okay,
following you,
gotcha.
I haven't been like, oh no, she needs to not do this. Like you're doing the work. And honestly, you have inspired me to hold more women accountable for the things that they do and things that they say. Because it's getting out of control, honestly. And there's no one, women are not holding women accountable anymore because everybody is trying to be a girl's girl. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you can be a girl's girl and still make somebody own up to the things that they're doing that aren't right.
Mm. It's rare where women say that, they like what I do and they look up to me in those ways, because a lot of women don't like what I do. And one thing you said that I appreciate you on, it inspires me to hold other women accountable. If other women started doing what I'm doing, there would be no need for me to be trying to save the world by myself, right?
Right,
Everybody will
right,
be doing their job, and you wouldn't have to send me nothing, because we would have that mindset to say, hey, sis, that ain't right, do better. um
right.
Somebody had a question for you. They said, since the father is an adequate father, he's in their life. At a certain point, when your boys get to a certain age, would you ever let them stay with the father so they can learn more manly things?
If that's what they want to do, yes. We've
I
had that
heard that.
conversation. Yeah.
Well, Phil, there's your answer, Phil. Okay, Queen. Well, I want to say thank you for your time. If you want to hang on, you can, and just listen in, or you can drop off and go into the chat. It's up to you. And I'm gonna go ahead and continue the show. Okay.
Okay. Now you said a chat. I'm not seeing a chat. I'm not seeing.
On YouTube, because right now you're in
Oh, okay,
StreamYard. You're on
YouTube.
the panel.
Okay.
So once you go to your actual YouTube account and go to my page, you'll see the live chat.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, Queen. Have a good day. Okay.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay. So guys, that's a good woman. Not scared. A lot of women, when I ask them, hey, can you do the show? Yeah, Daphne. Then the show comes up. Girl, my stomach hurt. I got cramps. It's that time of the month. It can't be the time of the month every week now. Come on, ladies. You gotta stop being scared. It's okay to face things that you don't like, right? From what I have learned over the years, a lot of women assume that I don't like women with kids. I have an issue with baby mamas. A lot of people might even say, well, you're talking about women with kids because you don't have any, and blah, blah, blah. They want to attack. I've even had people in my family, in my personal life, tell me, it comes off, sis, or it comes off, cousin, or whatever it might be, that you don't like women with kids, and that is not true. What makes me mad is when women with kids do things that can get their kids taken, when they go online and they bash the father, because I'm trying to show these women that what you're doing now can affect you later. Imagine your child finding out that you did a video or you did a post hating their father. They're going to look at you differently. If they're doing something that you don't deem as appropriate, you don't have to run to social media to bash them. You chose them. One thing I want to tell these women, you got to stop making excuses, and you got to stop blaming men, because we are the ones who carry the baby. It is our bodies. So if you know that you can have a baby sleeping with a man unprotected, why do it? Because these women, one, Child support. That is the ultimate reason why a lot of these women have a bunch of kids by a bunch of men, because they feel like child support is a job. They feel like child support is going to get them through. But I'm telling you, unless they're like a megastar, you're not going to get a lot of money. And a lot of these women will say, you're not sending me enough. And then they're taken to court and get less. I've seen it. And what I'm trying to tell these women is you're choosing to be a baby mama because you want the money. If you're married to him and you guys are in one household, you can't put him on child support. But you can put him on child support if you're not married and you guys are just boyfriend and girlfriend. Now you can go and tell the courts a whole lie about him not stepping up, and bam, he's on child support. So fellas, understand a lot of them have a motive. When women tell me, I don't want to be married like you, that's slavery. That's control. That's a contract. What do you call going to the child support office and getting child support put on him? What do you call that? You're working with the government on that, right? You don't mind getting government benefits, right? Being under their control, right? Where they're sending you food stamps every month and they're controlling your housing and you can't do this and you can't do that. But getting married is just too much. I can't be married. The whole point of getting married first is so that you have a stable environment. You have a household where there's two parents who love each other and made that commitment, right? That's the goal. But a lot of these women don't want that, because if I'm married to him and he's taking care of the household, I can't put him on child support. But I can put him on if I don't get married. But women will sit there and say they don't want the contract. So check this out. Y'all telling me you would rather be stuck with a man for 18 years that you didn't want to be with, that you don't like. He's broke. He's a dusty bum. He has a little penis. You're stuck with him because now you got a kid by him. That right there is not, that's not bad. What's bad is getting married to him first. Oh my gosh. Let me not get married to him first. Even though if it doesn't work out, we can get a divorce. I don't want to get married to him first because that's a contract. I would rather let him pump and dump and leave me with a kid for 18 years and I can chase him for child support. That's the life I want. Yay! Listen to how dumb that sounds, because that's what you women are doing. You're out here having all these bastard babies with all these men, and it's your choice. Your choice. Well, he didn't have to, but he don't have to carry. He don't have to carry the baby. He can get one woman pregnant and then go and ski and shoot up another club, get another woman pregnant. A man can be on a roll in a whole year. But a woman, you're pregnant once. When you get pregnant, that's it. You're pregnant. While you're pregnant and you can't sit, can't stand, he out there pumping and dumping more women. And what bothers me with these women, when they say they didn't have a choice, most of these women get with men who already have baby mamas. They see how they treat the baby mamas they have. I don't like that bitch. She fat, she ugly, she don't take care of the kids, she taking all the child support. Well, he won't do me like that because I got a BBL, I'm pretty, my wig is always laid, I got full lips. He ain't gonna leave me like he left Keisha. And then she gets pregnant. And what does he do? It's a repeat of the cycle. Another bastard baby. That's what they do. And then when I ask women, why is getting married so hard for you? Because I don't want to be stuck with him. Okay, but then why would you have a kid with him? Because I can be a parent. He don't have to be around. But you need his money, right? Yeah. So ladies, y'all say that y'all can take care of a kid on your own. But then you go to the child support office. If you're taking his money every 2 weeks, he's still in the picture. You need him. Stop saying you don't need a man. Because when you're going to that child support office to make sure they're garnishing his check, that check that man is working for, you do need a man. You didn't want the man in the household. You didn't want the man enforcing rules. You didn't want the man to protect and provide. You just wanted the kid so you can attack him for his money. That's the goal. That is the new goal. They're having kids like accessories. They're having kids like they're buying a new wig. But y'all the main ones saying, I almost died having this kid. I had preeclampsia. My blood pressure was high. But then y'all go and have more kids. So it must not be that dangerous. It must not hurt that bad if you're having a bunch of them. Right? What are we doing? I want to show you guys some things that I saw online. You guys, it's not just the women. We're going to talk about the men with all the baby mamas, because let me tell y'all one thing. A lot of these men will tell you, I don't want a wife. I don't want to be in a relationship. I just want to have sex. You have a lot of men that put it out just like that. And they got money and they got status. And women hear that and they still think, I'm going to change him. I know he has 8 baby mamas, but I'm going to be that one that changes him. He's going to give me a ring in a marriage. And then what happens, you guys? Same outcome. And then these women run to Facebook. He ain't shit. But you knew he wasn't shit, and he told you he wasn't shit, and you still had a baby. So at what point are women going to say, you know what? It was my body, my choice, and now it's my consequence. I now have a bastard child. I now have to chase this man to be in this kid's life, even though I knew who he was in the beginning. Women don't care. They don't care when they want to check. Child support is a big hustle now. That's a hustle for these women. They do whatever and that's why I told y'all I'm gonna come out with the 12 hustles of a woman, because they know what they're doing. It's a planned game. If I get with this man and he's making, 10, 15,000 a month, imagine what that child support's gonna be. Ooh, I can get wigs, my nails done. Woo! They're not using child support for the kid. Y'all know they not. If they got a 1-year-old baby and they getting 3,000-4,000 a month, you mean to tell me that 1-year-old need all that money? Hell to the no. They might spend less than $500 on formula, wipes, diapers. The rest is going into the nail fund, the wig fund, getting flued out fund. I'm trying to tell y'all, these women are choosing to be baby mamas, and they don't want to hear it from me. Well, you don't have no kids. Exactly. It was a choice. See how I had a choice? The same choice you had. Oh, you ain't got no kids because your shit don't work. That's just a little, an insult they use because, they're loose. And they went and had a bunch of babies, and now they're broke, and now they're struggling. So they want to project that onto you. They want to say, I'm stress-free. I ain't got no worries. It feels good. You can't get mad at women without kids because you chose to have a bunch of them. Those same women saying, I'm doing it all, are the same women saying, hey guys, do you know a babysitter in the Phoenix area? Hey, you guys, do you know a babysitter that's in the Michigan area? Yeah, I'm struggling. See what I'm saying? You can't even find a babysitter, but you balling out of control, right? Nikki said Rihanna is also a baby mama. Girl, don't say Rihanna's a baby mama. If you say that, people will attack you. You're just jealous. Rihanna's a billionaire. You ain't got no money. You're just jealous because she got more money than you. No, I'm not jealous. Being a baby mama is not a badge of honor. It is not. Rihanna is a baby mama, and if she didn't have all that money, she would just be a big forehead, pretty girl from the south side of Chicago. That's all she would be. She wouldn't be nothing. You guys praise these celebrities because they got money and status. But if you see them on an off day taking out the trash, they're a regular person just like you. Rihanna is a baby mama. She had 2 bastard babies with a man with a criminal record longer than her wigs that she wears. That was her choice. Rihanna could have had any man in the world, and she chose one that's about to do some hard time. That's what she likes. They like the rough guys. But in this scenario, Rihanna's running the household. Y'all see the picture that they took? Rihanna was in front of the man. The man was trailing behind her. What alpha male would ever do a picture like that? What alpha male? A man that don't got the same money as his girl, had his hair down, looking like a baby mama himself. Y'all remember that picture with A$AP Rocky and Rihanna? I was really disappointed that this man let them put him behind her. Like she's the leader. She's the head of house. See, but when men don't got the same money and women have more and more power and more status, they get with men that they can control. Okay, so he about to do some time. He ain't gonna be doing that much. He ain't gonna cheat on me. I'm Rihanna. I make way more money than him. I have nothing to worry about. But at the end of the day, Rihanna's still a baby mama, not a wife. And I'm positive it was her choice just to have the babies. If Rihanna wanted to be married, she could have been married. Let's be real. Rihanna's been passed around a lot too. Y'all praise a lot of these celebrities, right? Because you love them and you praise them so much that they're human just like you. I don't praise none of those women. Never will. And I'm not jealous of none of those women. I wouldn't want that status. I would want my kid to be born in a household where both parents are in and we're married. It's a union. You know that we're in this together. But a lot of women don't do that. So let me show y'all the first thing. I want to show y'all a video. This woman broke down why she loves having a bunch of kids with men, because she gets big child support checks. This was on TikTok a while back, and I finally found it. It took a long time, but check this out, y'all.
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just going to tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040.
Did y'all hear that? I know some of y'all might have missed it. Let me play it for you one more time because it is quick.
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just going to tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040.
She's boasting about having 6 kids by 6 men and getting $2,000 a month. Are you kidding me? People get more in unemployment. Y'all get what I'm saying today? She literally said, that's why I have 6 kids by 6 men. But these women would say, she didn't mean to have 6 kids by 6 men. It's the man's fault. Blame the men. The men did this. Men. When are we going to blame the woman? She's literally breaking it down with math. Dumb math at that. $2,000 a month for 7 people. Do you honestly think that's a come up? Keep it 100 with me today. That ain't even enough to live. And you think because they're giving you that, that's enough to live? So keep having kids so you can keep getting paid. Some people have kids just so they can get that refund at the end of the year too. It's really sad how people have kids for the wrong reasons. And there's people in this world that cannot have kids, that are trying to have them. And you guys are over here abusing the gift that God gave you. I don't understand, ladies. I don't understand. Why would someone want to be a baby mama to 6 kids by 6 men? That is, I can't make this up, y'all. And the woman actually broke down the math, looking like a whole fool, looking like a fool on camera, telling women the more kids you have, the more money you get. But y'all say that these women are not doing this for sport. They're really having kids because a lot of these women don't even love their kids, y'all. They don't. They love the benefit that kid brings. Child support, child tax credit, big refunds, food stamps, free housing. There's a lot that comes with having a baby and not getting married. They get a lot of benefits. That outweighs being a wife and having to work. If I become a wife and I have a kid, there's a chance you might have to work. Well, I don't want to work. So, I don't need to be no wife. Instead, I just go down to child support and tell them that he ain't stepping up. Because, they're going to believe a woman because she's the giver of life, right? But imagine if one of the dads brought that video in and said, she's over here doing the math to a T. She's purposely having kids. It's not a crime to do that. But men, y'all need to be on y'all P's and Q's. A lot of these women tell you guys they got kids. Verify how many they got. Because a lot of them, they don't want you. They really don't want you. They just want the benefit. Once you get them the kid and you already told them you're making big money, it's over. Quit telling these women how much you make. Stop having sex with women on day one. If they're giving it up to you on day one, you're not the only one. Come on, brothers. Y'all know better than that. And if she's telling you we don't need to wear a condom, we don't need no condom. I'm clean. What? Y'all really believe that line? You got tested? I got tested. I'm clean. I'm positive I'm clean. Positive that you're negative, or you got to break it down. They're telling you. But y'all not listening. This idiot literally broke it down. Why she has 6 kids by 6 men and only getting 2,000 of them things. That ain't enough money. I know she's struggling. Let one of those men lose their job. Let half of those men lose their job. This is why you can't rely on child support, because life does happen. It does. It happens. And for you to have that many kids and you think it's a badge of honor, I told a woman the other day, being a baby mama is not a badge of honor. It isn't. So why are y'all so happy about being that? You don't like the term, but you keep having these kids, right? You could be called a wife. And if you're married and you have kids and y'all get a divorce, you're not a baby mama. You're an ex-wife. Divorcee, whatever you want to call them. But you're not a baby mama because you didn't have that baby out of wedlock. You had the baby in wedlock. So don't let these people try to trip your mind up. Understand the difference. A lot of these women don't understand that. They want to make you think that whether you have a kid or not, you're going to be a baby mama. Whether you get married or not, you're going to be a baby mama. Not true. So you guys remember Drea. Y'all remember Drea? Drea is the woman who has now 3 kids by 3 baby daddies. Now, I want to remind you, Drea's son is 21. Her most recent baby daddy is 21, who plays in the NBA. Her second baby daddy, I think, was a football player. 3 kids by 3 men. And because she's pretty, everyone gives her pretty privilege. It's okay that her son is 21 and her new baby daddy is 21. They're of age, right? But let it have been a man. They would call him a predator. They would say that he groomed her, right? But Drea gets a pass because she's pretty. No. She chose to prey on that young man in the NBA because he signed that big fat contract. Now she's thinking, okay, if I have his child, I'm going to get paid. I'm going to get that money. This woman had a baby with a man who's the same age as her son. And if that isn't disgusting to anyone, then that's you. To me, I think it's very disgusting. Very. Imagine, hey, you want to go cruise with strippers? Well, we're both the same age. Let's go do it together. We both 21. We both 22. But everyone's saying he's over the age of 18. He's an adult. But a man wouldn't get away with this. He wouldn't. They would assume that he groomed her. Because that's what people do. Your daughter is the same age as your baby mama. I know you groomed her. I bet you his daughter is the one that introduced them. You know how women are. They like to create, stories to make the man sound like a predator, right? But with Drea, she's an innocent flower. And this 21-year-old preyed on her. Y'all get the hell out of here. No, we're not doing that. She's too damn old. What is she, 40? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I want you to listen to Drea. This is why I'm telling you now, women choose to be baby mamas. They don't want the man. They want the benefit that baby's going to bring to them. They don't want a relationship. I've heard women say, I just want the sperm. Give me the baby and you can get out the way. I'm going to need your child support, but I need you to get out the way. No. Fellas, if you're paying child support, get all in the way. Get all in the way. Don't just pay a check to these women and then go off to another place. Be there. Be there. They don't even deserve child support. A lot of these men, they want to step up and be fathers, but they can't because these women are lying in court. People said, there's no way Drea didn't want a relationship with this man. Well, listen to this idiot on the Shade Room. She literally said she wanted more kids. She literally said she don't care about a relationship, long as we can co-parent. What? So why would you let a man skeet in you just for him to leave and never call you? That's weird because they want the check. If he got money, oh yeah, they want the money. So check this out, y'all.
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids, and I feel like I want more kids, and I feel like At this point in my life, right?
Yeah.
The relationship is amazing to have, right? But that's not what I'm basing having a kid on, because I'm very non-traditional. I feel like you can co-parent without being in a relationship. Maybe just two people say, hey, you want a kid? I want a kid. Let's just have a kid, and like, let's just see.
Really? So you would
I'm
do
very
that?
like free spirit. I'm very open and just...
When women say I'm very free spirited and I'm very open, that means they're a hoe. That's what they mean. She said, we don't even got to have a relationship. I don't base having a baby on having a relationship. What? Y'all heard what this woman just said. I didn't make up anything. That was her words. I don't base having a baby on a relate. Then what do you base it on? The money, the child support, the benefit of having the baby. What kind of woman would sit there and say, I don't want a relationship with you. Just give me the dick, give me the sperm, let me have a baby. And we ain't got to be in a relationship. Just give up the money. That's what she's saying. And that's what she ended up doing. Having a baby by a 21-year-old kid. That's the same age as her son. She did exactly what she told this woman she was going to do. And y'all think that I'm making this up. Y'all think I'm just attacking these women. No, these kids deserve to have their parents around, both of them, in one household. But these women are all over the place. When you got 3 kids by 3 men, you are the problem. You're the problem. It's something in these women that say, you know what? I know if I have this kid, I'm set for life. Why are women thinking like that? Why are we thinking like that? These kids didn't deserve to be here, right? They didn't have to be here. You didn't have to do this, but you chose to. And you know the outcome because you have a motive. They pick the men that's making the most money. You got to make sure that this baby is going to set you for life long term. So you don't want no man that's at the end of his contract. You want a man that just signed a fat, stupid contract. Now you know you're going to have money for a long time. And don't let this man upset these women because you know where they're going to go. She literally acted like she was dumb as hell. 3 kids by 3 men. And that's a badge of honor for these women. I did that. It's not a badge of honor, ladies. It makes you look like a loose goose. Men are looking at you as a liability, not an asset. So if I take on this woman, she got 3 headaches. Oh my goodness gracious. And I didn't help her with these kids. I didn't, they're not mine. That's why a lot of these women are not lookers for these men, because these women are out here having kids with different men. It's not attractive to these men. I can see if a woman had 3 kids by one man that she was with, that's still going to be baggage for the next person. But when you have 3 by 3, that means that you made that decision 3 times to let a man enter your temple and allow you to get pregnant to produce a baby. So it isn't the man's fault. Any woman that screams out, my body, my choice, when they say that, say, and your consequence. Whatever you're doing with your body, if you're letting a man enter into your temple and shoot up the club and now you're pregnant, that was your choice. Now you got to deal with your consequence. These men are not putting guns to your head. Give me another kid now. I've never heard of that. I never heard of it. Most men don't even want to have no kids. They tell these women, I don't want no kids. And that's when women try to trap them. And that's going to be on another show. But I wanted y'all to hear that. But we're not done yet. I want to bring up another example. Okay, we know who this is. This is Bow Wow's baby mama, Joey Chavez, right? She's now going to have what? Or she now has 3 kids by 3 men. 3 kids by 3 men. Bow Wow, Future, and an NFL player. I forgot his name. That's what these women are doing. When they're approaching that wall, they're at the age of the wall. Now it's time for me to have a kid and be set for life. This is the new come up for baby mamas. Fellas, take notes. If you're making good money, be careful who you get with. They're beautiful women. I'm not gonna lie and hate on their looks. They're beautiful women, but they have a motive. This is the same woman that was on Diddy's yacht, getting passed around like a blunt. Joey Chavez is not innocent. Y'all love these women because they're pretty, so they get pretty privilege. If this was another woman that wasn't attractive, y'all wouldn't care. But because she's pretty, she's not gonna get a pass from me. This woman messed with Bow Wow, Future. Now, mind you, when she got with Future, he already had a football team. So quit telling me that these women are not choosing to be baby mamas. Yes, they are. They're choosing to be baby mamas. It's a choice. It's a choice to be a baby mama. No one's forcing you at gunpoint. This woman got 3 and 3. Ain't nothing beautiful about having 3 and 3. You're reckless with your uterus. You're reckless. And most of these men that they had kids with got other kids. So it ain't like they didn't see the signs. Quit acting like y'all can't see. That ain't gonna work over here. Now, we can go with the men. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon has 12 kids by 5 baby mamas and 1 ex-wife. I'm not going to call Mariah Carey a baby mama because Mariah Carey was married to this man. So she's off the list. But 5 baby mamas? And y'all telling me that these women didn't know Nick Cannon was loose with his penis. These women didn't know that Nick Cannon went on the show and said, I don't want to be married again. I don't want no relationship. I just want to keep pumping and dumping. That's all I want to do. Nick Cannon said that out loud. He said the only marriage he would ever have would be Mariah Carey. That's it. He ain't never getting married again. I'm coming to the end of my life. All I want to do is pump and dump. And all these women ended up pregnant. And y'all telling me these women didn't know that Nick Cannon was out there loose. He a hoe too. He a hoe. The only thing he did right was married Mariah Carey and had 2 beautiful kids in the marriage. After that, he was reckless with his thing. He was reckless. These women know that Nick Cannon got a whole football team. And yet, they're still letting Nick Cannon, no condom, come inside them. It's a choice because the child support check outweighs everything else. They don't care about being added to his baby mama tree as long as they're getting that money. But guys, money runs out. What happens when his illness takes over and now the money ain't coming in? 12 kids. Now, I'm going to take 2 away. 10 kids, because Mariah Carey is paid. We know Mariah Carey is paid. So his 2 kids with Mariah, they're good. But what about the other 10 kids? How do you provide any kind of attention to the rest of those kids, y'all? How do you do that? These women know that this man can't be stretched all over the state. He's one man, and he has a sickness. But yet these women still allowed him to produce another bastard kid. Well, it doesn't matter. He's paid. You know, kids don't need presents. They need a man's presence. They need him to be there. They need him to be there. A lot of y'all women are getting it twisted. Just because a man can pay child support, that does not replace a man in the household. Kids need more than that. But y'all think that it's cool to let men like that get you pregnant. Just so you can go on Facebook and blame men. We got to stop blaming men. Your body, your choice, your consequences. That's real talk. If you're sleeping with a man, that's not both of y'all bodies. Your body is yours, his body is his. So why are we blaming the man for something that you let happen? If I know I can almost die having a kid, I'm not letting just anybody into my temple. That's me. But these women don't care. If they're rich, I know I'll be taken care of. I don't care about anything else. Let's keep going. Who else do I have? Hold on. Future. Future has 8 kids by 8 women. 8 baby mamas. Y'all remember Sierra? Sierra got an engagement ring. She thought she could change him. Can't keep my eyes off you. You know, she was doing all her little grinding. Sierra was one of his victims. Sierra thought she can change him. I'm famous. His other baby mamas, none of them. Now, but when she got with Future, he was at 3 and 3. He was at 3 and 3. And she thought she can change Future and became 4 and 4. Not even Sierra could change him. Sierra might have been the only one that got an engagement ring, but engagement ring don't mean nothing if you're not married. You're just engaged. Here you go. Here's a ring. Thank you. That's it. But every woman that got with Future knew that Future was a hoe. Future is a hoe. He's a hoe, but he doesn't deny it. He has a whole fund. He has a fund just for his hoes. He said that. And he said, I don't want a relationship. I like having sex. Women know this. So you can't tell me that these women didn't know that Future was a hoe. Everybody knows Future is a hoe. And he doesn't deny it. He doesn't deny it. That's why I respect him. He said, look, I do not want to be in no relationship with no one where it leads to a marriage. I just want to have fun. Take care of these hoes. That's what he said. And guess what? They kept sleeping with him and kept helping him produce more kids. Now he has 8 kids and 8 baby mamas. So you mean to tell me that when he had his first kid and he was 1-1, he was 1-1. Every woman that got with him after that knew what this man already had. He's high profiled. These women can't say, I didn't know he had a bunch of kids. Come on now. But a lot of women fall for the looks and the money. Future has money, but there's going to be a time where Future don't got no money. You can't always be making these killer hits. Everybody's not that talented. I'm not saying he's gonna, fizz out, but when you got this many kids, that's a lot of money. Over 8 kids, 8 tuitions. Oh, he's gonna be busy. He's gonna be very busy. The only kid he might not have to really worry about is Sierra's kid, right? Or maybe Joey Chavez's kid, because they got with other celebrities, NFL players. Sierra got her NFL player, so did Joey Chavez. Guys, this is the new norm. Having babies with men that they don't want to be with, but they want that money. And we have to teach our women to do better. We do. Having kids like this, it makes us look really bad. It makes you look worse when you know the motive is child support. Child support. All you want is the money. And a lot of times you don't even get the money you was hoping to get. You got a couple of judges that might say $25,000 a month. But guys, that's not everybody's case. It isn't. But you got these men making like what? 5-10 million a year? So these women think that they deserve $100,000 a month. What? For you and an infant kid. What? And they don't have to work. What? We got to do better. We got to do better. Chief Keef, 9 kids, 9 baby mamas, and it has been rumored that 10 is coming, or he's at 10 already. He might have 10 kids by 10 women. I could be wrong about this meme right here. Remember, Chief Keef had his first kid at 16, and the woman was 20 years older than him. And at 17, he was paying her child support. She took a kid to court and won. I ain't never heard of that. I never heard of a grown-ass woman taking a kid, a teenager, to court and winning. But the age of consent was 17 when she did it, which makes sense. He became a father at 16. 17, he's paying child support. She waited that 1 year so she doesn't get in trouble for rape, right? But that's what it was. That's what it was. A lot of women don't like to hear this. And then when you got these women online showing out, saying predatory statements and saying things that we know are not right, then what? Then what do we do then? Any woman that thinks they have to lie like that and they got kids at home, they shouldn't have those kids. A lot of the times those kids should be with the fathers, if you want to be honest. But that won't happen. The courts won't let that happen, even if they know the kids will be better off with the dad. And don't let a man try to request full custody of those kids, because then the next thing is he touched those kids. He touched them. I saw it. That's what they're going to do. They're going to do whatever it takes for you not to get your kid. Guys, these men are known for being hoes. They're known for slinging their thing all the way around and having kids. And yet these women still lay with them. They still lay with them. I got a baby by Chief Keef. I made it. No, you didn't. You didn't make it. You got a baby by a man. Come on. That's not a badge of honor. He got other kids too, and other women too. You were just next in line. You were just next in line. This one. You know what? And I took this picture and I forgot this guy's name. Somebody help me with this guy's name. I forgot. Somebody sent me this and I forgot the name. But this guy got 11 kids by... Can someone tell me what this guy's name is? I forgot this guy's name right here. I feel bad. But this man got 11 kids, 10 women, 10 baby mamas. He wins. He's the winner. And I wouldn't be smiling if I was him. His music is not at the level of like a Jay-Z, NBA Youngboy. Thank you. I knew it was NBA Youngboy. I didn't want to get it wrong. NBA Youngboy got 10 baby mamas. 10. And he said on record, I don't want to be a father. He said that early in the game. I don't want to be a father. This man got 10 baby mamas. Are you guys honestly going to tell me that these women didn't know that this man was out there being a hoe? These women know this already. They pick these men. They handpick them. They handpick them. I'm going to definitely make sure he gets me pregnant. I need that money. Oh, I'm about to get paid. We about to get paid. This man ain't going to be able to afford to take care of 10 kids with his rap career. His music is whack. He's smiling like he ain't got no child support to pay. It don't make no sense. When I heard about this, somebody sent this to me the other day, and they said, you forgot about NBA this guy, NBA Youngboy. He got 10 baby mamas. I'm like, no, he don't. I looked it up. Yes, he does. He does. Him and Chief Keef are probably going to be at the same level, 10 and 10. When you think about that, 10 women decided to sleep with this man. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Every woman knew what he had when they got with him, and it didn't matter. So when people say, why are there so many baby mamas? Because it is a choice. They're choosing to be baby mamas because they know the outcome. They're going to get paid. All I'm saying, ladies, is when are y'all going to stop doing that? When are y'all going to stop taking advantage? There's people in this world that would love to have kids and love them because they want kids, not because they just want, the benefits, child support. They actually want to take care of a kid, be there for the kid, and have the father in the household under one roof. We're married. We're a union. But people keep pushing this. I don't need a man. I just want the sperm. We can't keep doing that, y'all. We can't. And women, if you don't call it out, because a lot of y'all got friends that are baby mamas, and y'all see them posting every day. Y'all see them disrespecting the dad every day, and none of y'all stand up for them. And y'all know them. Y'all know them. And y'all don't even care. Y'all don't even care. See, I remember when I first, started doing my accountability, I had friends. I had friends that attacked the fathers of their kids. And I held them accountable, and they blocked me. And these are people I went to school with. I didn't care. I don't care who you are. If you're doing something wrong and you're disrespecting somebody I know, I'm going to say something. But women don't do that. Y'all heard what the woman said, Somaya. She said, you're not on code if you call a woman out. They think you're snitching. You're not helping the women. You're trying to put them on blast. Exactly. Because why are we sitting here encouraging them to lie? When women tell me being a baby mama isn't a choice, I laugh. I do. It is a choice. So when you got with this man, at what point did you feel like he was worth you sleeping with him, y'all sleeping together without protection? Well, we got into the moment. It was the heat of the moment. So you guys were in the heat of the moment multiple times because you got more than one kid. We can't keep making excuses. We can't. Women, we know what happens when a man is not wearing a condom. You're not dumb. You're very smart. Don't act like you don't know what happens. So when it does happen, you cannot blame that man because you knew what was going to happen. They always call these men broken, dusty, and bum, and ugly, and your dick game was weak, and you need to learn your stroke game was off. If he was all of that, why was you with him so long? Why'd you have a kid with him? Because if his dick game was bad, you would have never let him hit it without a condom. Come on. Come on, ladies. Get a ring. Get married. Have a household. Have a life set up. Then have a kid. A lot of these women that are doing that now, being baby mamas, they're in their 20s, 30s, some of them in their 40s. So you can't say, well, I was 18, so, I wasn't thinking right. No, a lot of y'all were 30, 35. Y'all older. And you're telling me you don't know how to decide your life. I'll put the link in the comments. So if anybody wants to get on and say a couple words, I don't mind. I did send this link to a couple people because a lot of women tend to think that I have an issue with women with kids, and I don't. My issue is when women with kids bash their fathers or when they exploit their kids. That's my issue. And it's an issue that's okay to have. I'm not going to look the other way. There's a lot of beautiful women out there that are making dumb decisions. And I'm just trying to be the person to say, hey, do better with your body. Our body's got to go through so much to produce a life. And you mean to tell me that it's worth it sleeping with anybody? Because a lot of these men will tell you, hey, I don't even want the kid. I don't want the kid. And when it comes to abortions, women can make that choice, not men. If a man said, you know what, I want to keep that child, I'm going to provide for that child. Well, you work at Arby's. How you going to take care of us? You ain't gonna, I'm getting an abortion because you can't afford us. But this man was willing to work 3 jobs if he had to. Women don't want that life. And when they want to decide it, they can decide it. I'm getting an abortion. That is a strong mother making a great decision. That is a queen making an ultimate sacrifice so her kid doesn't struggle. That's a good mother. Go ahead and abort that baby. Good girl. Now, same scenario. He don't want the kid. Oh, I'm having this kid and I'm putting you on child support. Happy birthday. Y'all see the difference? Y'all see how the trap game works? If a man don't want the kid and he told her at the beginning, I don't want no kids, and she trapped him somehow, if she wants it, it's going to happen because it's her body, her choice. If she doesn't want it, she's going to get an abortion because it's her body, her choice. It's always their body, their choice until they have a kid with someone that don't want to be with them anymore. Now, it's your fault. You got me pregnant. It is your fault. No. It's still your fault. It's still the woman's fault. You women out here that's abusing child support and only wanting to be a baby mama because you don't want a household with 2 people living in it. Shame on you. Shame on you. And I don't care how many kids you have. I don't. If you're not taking care of those kids properly, I'm on your ass. I'm on you. Because you ain't going to be able to get no child support if the father gets granted full custody because you online doing some whole stuff. I'm going to get you. Because at the end of the day, these men don't even know that these women are doing this online because they're using aliases. They don't know if they're under Big Booty Brenda. They don't know these names. So when you're able to find out that there's a whole father that's not aware of what's being done online, he can then fight for full custody. Now you're not getting any child support. And now you don't have the kids. That's what we got to start doing, y'all. Y'all got to start reporting this behavior. These women want these kids. Once they get them, if the child support ain't hitting like they wanted to, they become desperate. And then they start to post stuff online that's going to create a shock value. It could be the most nastiest. It could be the most disgusting thing you ever read. But they know if they post it, you guys are going to share it. I didn't share it. I don't share posts like that go viral. I investigate because I know it ain't real. Mother's Day was not too long ago. And this is what the mothers are doing. It's sad. And guys, I'm not saying this to hurt anybody. I have no problem with women with kids. I don't. Y'all can keep saying I hate baby mamas, but that's your own opinion. It isn't mine. I don't hate baby mamas. I don't. I just wish a lot of them would do better because they don't. They're failing these kids. They're failing themselves. I'm looking at your comments. Someone said 12 to 18% of the guys are the fathers, approximately 80% of the children birthed. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He said, what's your channel name? I don't know what y'all talking about. Hold on. I'm going to need Daphne and Anton Daniels to do a collaboration. Hey, put it in. I'll do it. Tommy G said, yeah, you got to be careful who you sleep with because some women don't believe in aborting or taking birth. No, you got some women that will even, I don't want to give y'all the, I might as well say it because I already led into it. You got some women that will have birth control and you'll see a bunch of pills missing. Those pills are not in them, it's in the trash or they flush them down the toilet. That's another little scam tactic I throw out for y'all tonight. The birth control tactic. Y'all know when women buy the birth control, and a lot of them might have an IUD. Tell them to prove it. When you get an IUD inserted, they give you a card because there's a certain time period where that has to be removed. Either it's going to be a 5-year or a 10-year. But most women have birth control that are pills that you'll see that they punched the pill out and you'll see a bunch of pills missing. So men get comfortable. I've been dating this woman for a few months. I know she's on the pill because she told me, and I see the missing pills in the bathroom. Listen, fellas, They'll put those missing pills on the countertop because they know you're going to open it and check it. Yeah. And in your mind, okay, she's on these pills, so there's no chance of her getting pregnant. I know we good. So I'm going to go ahead and raw dog her, not knowing that she ain't taking those pills. That was a tactic. Then when you get her pregnant, well, you know, there is that 1% chance. There's that 1% chance. It happens. And that is very true. It happens. But we know that that's not how it happened. A man ain't thinking that. Well, damn, you know, I guess it does happen. You're right. You're right. And she ain't took not one pill. There's women that I know that told me they buy it every time it runs out. They buy a new supply and they just punch a hole. Sometimes they'll trick them and put a timer on their phone. And when it goes off, oh, I got to take my birth control. And they go into the bathroom, they run the water, and they flush that little pill right down the faucet. I'm trying to give y'all some game today, fellas. I know some of y'all went to a woman's house and y'all saw them pills. They will put it out there for you to look. They want you to look so you can see that pills are missing. Now you're internalizing it. Okay, she is on the pill. We good then. Cool. No, you're not cool. Wear 5 condoms if you have to. You're not cool. Don't believe that. That's a scam. She's playing you. That's an easy way to get a man because you cannot say that birth control is not 100% perfect. It isn't. There's that 1% chance that she can get pregnant. So in your eyes, man, I guess I got some good. My soldiers, they were marching. I did that. That 1%. Wow. Come on, fellas. I'm trying to help you out tonight. Let me see. He said, First Prime said these women would poke holes and lie about taking Plan B. You know, I think Plan B, I thought they got rid of that. Because back in the day, they did have Plan B. I thought they took that off the market. I don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, Plan B. They have these men buy them Plan B and they tell them they took it and it just didn't work. I'm still pregnant. That happens. It's still there. Okay, Desmond. Okay. Okay, Plan B is still out. Okay, gotcha. The condoms too. Women be quick to poke holes. Yeah, they do. But I want you guys to know that a lot of these women, they want to be baby mamas for a reason. So they can come up. And that shouldn't be the reason. A lot of you women, you guys have other talents. Scamming and lying shouldn't be a talent. It's sad. You know, a lot of women that I coach right now, they are baby mamas who had this warped idea that it's okay to trick men. I had a woman that told me she did trick the man she was with and got pregnant, and it worked. It worked. She was so angry that he didn't want to be with her that she tricked him. And she was only talking to me because she wanted to get the courage to tell him that she fucked up. She's not going to go to jail. Y'all know they're not going to lock her up. But she wanted to let him know that she purposely made sure that he got her pregnant. Good father. In the kid's life, just doesn't want to be with her. How is that conversation going to go? You might need the cops on this one. That's beyond my scope. I can't help you. I don't want to see anyone get hurt. But when you're telling someone that this whole thing was a lie, men don't do well with that, especially when they've been spending their hard-earned money and they knew in their hearts they didn't want any kids, but they felt like this was that 1%. And I commend women for coming to me and saying, hey, I made a mistake. I messed up. That's not even a mistake. That's big. It's scary. Law enforcement might have to be involved on that one. But I'm just saying, a lot of these women will not accept the fact that they did something wrong. They will use the kid as a pawn. You can't see your kid until you give me my money, right? That's not enough. I need more. Who do we have here? The 18th letter? Hey, how are you? Hey, a lot of static on your end, sir. Ooh, wait. What's that? Yeah, oh, man. Is this me? Can y'all hear him? Hey, 18th letter, you're going to have to leave and come back, sir. It's really, really bad on my end. There we go. Okay, he left. So what I'm saying, guys, is like, look, y'all just got to be vigilant. And I'm not here to bash any woman. I'm telling you facts on what's out there already. When I went to TikTok and I typed in baby mamas, you'll see a whole lot of content. A lot. of women telling you how they do things, how they get their child support, what they use it for. And when women tell me that it's not enough, make it enough. Y'all remember on Friday? This ain't enough. She said, make it enough to Smokey. Remember that? Make it enough. Because when you got a kid, like a woman told me, can I hold her baby daddy accountable? She only gets $452 a month in child support. And her kid is 2 years old. How is that not enough? How is that not enough? Daycare is covered. Daycare is covered. I said that again for y'all because y'all love throwing out daycare. Oh, tutor time and kinder care. Daycare is covered. So how is $452 not enough for a 2-year-old? How is it not enough? Now, mind you, ladies, it should be double because you should be doubling what he's paying. So really, y'all should have a stack. Y'all should have close to a stack. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about that because that's too much for y'all. If he's giving you $500 a month, it should be $1,000 because you should be paying the other $5. If you put in your $5, it's enough. If he's giving you $350 a month, put in your $350. That's $700 a month. That's more than enough for a 2-year-old. That's more than enough for a child. See, if he's paying his part, what are you doing? Well, I'm working and I'm paying the bills. Well, if you didn't have a kid, you would still have to work to pay the rent, right? Take the kid out the equation. Where you gonna live, in a box? That I love breaking it down for women like that and letting them see the bigger picture. Sometimes I tell them to take their wig off so their brain can breathe. That way they can hear what I'm saying. Loosen that wig up so your brain can get that air. Explain to me how that's not enough because you got to work and pay the bills and the light bill. But if you didn't have a kid, would you still have a light bill and rent and gas? Yes. Okay. Okay. The $452 is for that 2-year-old. That's his money every month. You're still paying the same bills. He's covered. How is it not enough? Because they don't want to work. They want enough money where they can kick back. They want enough money where they can go see Ling Ling and get their nails and feet done, get their hair. And a lot of women would say, well, I use the child support. And then when my check comes in, I put it back. No, that's not what it's for. It's not for that. A lot of these women abuse it. They abuse it. That's what they do. They don't want to hear the truth. And whenever you tell a woman the truth, it's harassment. You hate me. No, I don't. I want to see our women do better. Quit producing these bastard babies with these men that you know don't want to stick around. I commend any man that says, look, I only want to pump and dump, Keisha. That's all. I want to get my rocks off. I'm going to wear protection. I don't want no kids. Oh, cool. I don't want no kids either. So we good. Wear your condoms. I'm going to make sure we're protected. We good. That should be the conversation. Hey, JT.
Hello, Miss Daphne.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm just getting off work.
Okay, talk to me.
Yeah, I agree with everything that you had said. I agree. Marry before you carry.
Do you have kids?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Okay. Do you have friends and family that have kids out of wedlock?
I do.
Do you tell them marry before you carry?
I try to. They don't listen, unfortunately.
Okay, they didn't because you said they have kids. But when did you try? How did you try? Hey, make sure y'all marry before you carry. How are you holding your family accountable?
I don't know how to explain it properly. As soon as the second I even mentioned the word marriage, they especially my sisters. Oh man.
So when you say marriage to your family, your sisters, what do? They start itching? Flames start coming up? What happens?
Oh, they shut me down before I even attempt to explain.
Do you ever say child support around them?
No.
Okay. Try that word and see what they do. See if they smile or if they clap for you. Just do that and tell me what happens.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm gonna make that attempt.
Why do you think a lot of women love having kids and not getting married? Do you think it's because they just don't like the man? Do you think they don't want to be a wife? They don't want the 2-parent household? Or do you think, it's all about a money grab? Like I said.
I'm a answer like you said earlier. It's a hustle flow. They
Okay.
think having one kid or having multiple kids by multiple men, they can they can like get so much child support, as you showed that video earlier when that woman was saying that she gets $2,040 a month by having 6 kids by 6 different men.
Yep.
That ain't enough. That's not enough to not even enough to feed yourself, let alone 6 children.
Nope. I know that's not enough. Ooh, 6 kids, 6 mouths plus her mouth. Oh my! And you saw the forehead, so you know she's ahead of her time. So yeah, her saying that dumb stuff like that, it bothers me because that young women, they be on TikTok. These young high schoolers, they gonna see that and say, "Oh, so I don't have to work at Starbucks or McDonald's. I need to get pregnant." Got it. Some women think like that. They're sponges. That's why they're trying to get rid of TikTok. Hey, man, are you at a drag racing event?
No, my workplace is next to some racetracks.
Yeah, man, because it's loud. Okay. So, did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Uh,
You the only one that calls from airplanes and racetracks. This is on you, JT.
I can't control what's going on in my background. Only thing
Yes,
I
you
can do
can.
is mute myself.
You can control it. Tell everybody to shut the hell up.
That too.
I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, what I'm saying though, JT, do you foresee women changing how they do this, or do you think there's going to be more women sleeping with men and continuing to produce more kids?
I I I can't speak for those, Miss Daphne. Unfortunately, I cannot speak for those men or women. I can only speak for myself because I just made a year with my girlfriend yesterday, and I do plan on marrying her sometimes next year.
Okay, so this woman that you're with, she doesn't have any kids, right?
No, ma'am.
If she told you one day, JT, I'm pregnant, what is your response?
I'm gonna step up and be a father.
I heard that. Okay, okay. So want to make sure. Want to make sure. Now you said you have plans on marrying her. Why? How come you're not married already? Wow, you went silent. Hope she's not listening.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
you went
no. I'm
silent.
just
That's the
I'm
quietest.
waiting
It
on the
was
right
quiet.
time to
I didn't even hear
propose
the
to
race
her.
cars.
I'm waiting on the right time to propose to her, and
Okay,
I'm gonna.
when's the right time? You said you've been with her a year, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's taking so long? What's the right time?
2 years.
2 years? Why 2 years?
Why 2 years?
Yeah, come on,
Um,
JT. We
we
waiting,
want
man.
to we want to make sure we both financially stable.
Financially stable. That's the number one thing. You and Mike both said that. Mike said that last week. If you were on my show, Mike said that he won $100,000 in the bank. Are you and your girlfriend working?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you guys live together?
No, ma'am, we don't.
Okay, so you guys both work. Are you working good jobs?
Yes, ma'am, we do.
Okay, would you say collectively y'all make over 6 figures?
Uh, no, we're
Then y'all
we're
ain't
in
got
the,
no good jobs. What's a good job to you? 20,000 a year?
I'm I'm currently making a little under 30,000, not 30,000, under 40,000, about 39,000 yearly.
Oh, you being honest? Okay, and what is she making? 10,000?
No, about 30,000.
Okay, so together y'all both make about 70,000 a year.
Yes,
Okay, and no kids.
no kids.
So how are you not in the right place? Do you have your own place?
No, ma'am, I'm working on it.
Okay, does she have her own place?
She does.
Okay, so how come you're not living with her? If you live with her, y'all can pay the bills together. I mean, you ain't got no kids. What I'm trying to tell you, JT, is the same thing I told Mike last week. The number one reason y'all be saying I don't want to get married yet is because the money. You don't have to be rich to get married. Y'all can go down to the courthouse and do a wedding right there and pay like what, $30, and then do a big reception when you get the money that you want. What's wrong with that, JT?
It's nothing wrong with it. It hasn't crossed my mind until you brought it up to my attention.
Yeah. And you know what? And when it comes to getting her an engagement ring, I know that men want to go all out. Don't spend your whole check because they expect you to pay for all this stuff. Be practical. Now, I'm not telling you to go to the grocery store and put a quarter in that machine and get one of them little fake rings. What I'm
No, no,
saying
no.
is, what I'm saying is you can get married to someone without having to spend a lot of money. But a lot of these black households, well, we'll get married when we make that money. And that could take years. You
I
can, unless you're going to get a $10,000, $20,000 raise in the next year, that 2 years is going to turn into like 10 years, bro.
I understand.
No, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying Don't let finances keep you from that woman. Because I'm telling you, if that's what's keeping you, and she's telling you need to make, did she tell you need to make more money before y'all get married? Be honest.
No, matter of fact, she doesn't even care about the money. She told me long as me and her are enjoying each other, quality time wise, she doesn't even care. She doesn't even care.
Okay. So you said you're working on a place. Why don't y'all work on getting a place together when her lease is up? That's something you don't want to do?
I do.
Yeah. Get a place together. Y'all have to build the foundation. Get a place together. It can be a nice apartment, affordable. Y'all making $70,000 a year. That's good money for someone who don't got no kids. Y'all together. No kids, no liabilities. It's just y'all on the bills. And if you're splitting them bills, you'll have a lot of money left over. So what I'm saying is, why not get a place together? Or save up to get a place together? Save up for the ring? I mean, bro, you got this. But don't tell me you're waiting to make like $100,000 a year. That might take
No, oh
forever.
hell no, no.
You're only making $40,000 right now.
Man,
You gonna get a raise next year for $10,000?
No, unfortunately not.
So I'm just saying, this man, look, somebody said buy her a ring at Walmart. Goon gonna get you put out. Goon, don't say that.
No. They got some nice
Go
rings
to
at
Walmart.
Walmart. They got some nice rings at Walmart.
They got some nice rings at the hair store too. I seen them. They're about $5.99, $6.08 with tax.
Nice.
Test her. See if she'll take that hair store ring. If she takes it, she a good woman.
You gave me a good idea.
Go get her. Now, if she says, JT, I went to the jeweler and they gave me the ring back, they didn't even want to test it, then you know that she's that type of woman. Go to the hair store. They got them rings right there in the front. And see, I tell men to do that all the time, and it works like a charm. If they go and get that ring appraised, you don't need her. She's for the streets. A real woman don't care.
Got it.
You feel me? So then if she passes that test, then you can go to Walmart like Goon said. Goon, he said, what's wrong with Walmart? Because I seen them Walmart rings are like $40. I didn't know.
Wrong with Walmart rings. Shit. I can argue the same for Pandora.
They got Pandora at Walmart?
No, I'm talking about like a Pandora jewelry store. They be having some nice looking jewelry for cheap too.
Okay, so I'm just saying, don't be spending all your money. All I'm saying is test her first and see where she's at. She says, JT, no, you didn't give me this Cracker Jack ring, then you know where she's at.
Got it.
So I'm just saying, man, don't rush on your own account, but at least get your own place. If you guys love each other and marriage is a goal, y'all got to live together to see what that's like. I ain't never heard of somebody getting married and then they live together, because then you're going to find out who you really with. So, right. I mean, at least get a place with her together, a year lease, y'all both on it together, and see how that works out.
I'm working. I'm open to tell her. I'm definitely open to tell her that right now. Right now she's currently helping me put some money away to get a car in July.
See, you got a good woman, a woman so you're a work in progress, and she's helping you along the way. Y'all helping each other. That's a good woman, man. Keep her around. Keep her around, JT.
I appeared on your show last time. I came from both perspectives, as both the cheater and the cheated. I'm not losing this one.
Okay, keep this one, okay, and keep her away from those racetracks. They hurt your ears, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, JT, hang in there. Hustler, talk to me. Hustler gonna come in here rough. I know he is. Hustler, go ahead, man.
What's going on, Daphne?
Nothing much. I know you got a lot on your mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. And by the way, for the record, I don't recommend moving in with someone before you get married, but hey, that's just me. To each his own, I guess.
Okay, so you recommend getting married and then moving in with someone you never lived with in your life? That's your recommendation?
Well, at least get engaged first. Get engaged, then move in.
I didn't tell him to get married first. I said get engaged and then get married. He said he was going to propose to her, but at the end of the day, you don't know who you're with until you live with the person. I think it's dangerous to propose and get married to someone and y'all never live together. Because as soon as you live with them and you see they don't brush their teeth, they're not washing their feet, behind their ears, it's over before it started. You got to live with that person to see what it's like. You have to. That's just my opinion. Y'all ain't gotta listen to me. If y'all want to do the thing where you want to be surprised, then go ahead and do the surprise route. That I wouldn't recommend. What if she uses the bathroom and don't courtesy flush? That could turn somebody off. Now y'all stuck in a marriage, and the whole house is hot.
I mean, if she does that, if she does all that while you're dating, that should be a red flag right there. Well, he knows all that stuff while y'all just dating. You would think
that's gonna be another show, because it broke up a marriage. I'm telling you, they didn't live together. But they spent the night, a couple nights, but that ain't the same as living with the person. Then when he smelled her, when she tore up the bathroom, the whole house smelled like you had to do a demolition. He thought differently. He thought somebody died in the house. She used the bathroom.
Damn.
If you ain't courtesy flushing and you know your stuff is hot like that, that's dangerous. You can put an eye out. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Go ahead,
I understand what you're saying.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but you would think if you knows all that stuff while you're going through the dating process, that would you would think that this ain't gonna work. If we're boyfriend and girlfriend, you don't do all you doing all that nasty stuff, then what does that tell you?
Women hide that. See, we're gonna talk about that on the show. Women would sit there and say, "I'm gonna use the shower," and they end up using number 2, and you just don't know because they showering. That's why you don't never smell it. That mist from the heat. I know the tricks. You know, when I met my husband, I courtesy flushed because I didn't want him to know what goes down in this place. You know, I courtesy flushed. He never knew nothing. I still do it to this day. I hope, God forbid, 14 years to be ended, So I'm just saying, I even did it. But I know women, they sneak around and, I don't really do this and do that. Then when you actually live with them, you're like, oh my gosh. You've had men say, I'm going to have to call off the engagement because now they got to see their girl without the wig, the lashes, and the makeup. So if you don't actually live with them to get to experience what it's like living with them, that's dangerous, bro. Spending a couple nights at each other's apartment ain't enough. You got to live with them to know what's going on. You wake up next to Mike Tyson. That's scary. You went to bed with Mariah Carey and woke up with Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Hustler. I'm sorry.
A half-assed version of what you originally saw. I get it.
Right. I'm just being, like I said, one thing about me, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be real. A lot of these people ain't going to be real with you. If you marry somebody or you get engaged to someone and y'all never actually live together, you're going to find out what it's like. And I'm telling you, it ain't easy. When me and my husband, we started living together, he started getting on my nerves. I was getting on his too, but we started to learn to adapt to that. And then we got used to each other. It was cool. But a lot of people don't do that now. Oh, I spent 3 nights at his house. She spent 2 nights in my house, so I know she good. But you didn't see her without her face. You didn't see her without that wig. Now you coming home to a wife and you see all these wig heads and the wig is on the head and you looking for, and you think Mike Tyson in the house. Mike Tyson, get out of here. And that's your girl. That's your wife. Man, it's crazy. But go ahead, man. What was you saying?
Yeah, but that's my take on that. Now, as far as why women want to be baby mamas, I want to say, first of all, because nowadays baby mama culture has been pushed to the forefront that now it's considered a flex, mainly for the woman, not so much for the man. Because think about it. Nowadays, it's like if you're a baby mama, you get all, you're proving you're an independent woman. You don't need a man for this, that, and the third. Because I hear stories about wives and married couples being frowned upon. Now it's all about being a baby mama. So they consider it a flex, not so much for the baby daddy. Because if you're a baby daddy, then you're paying hella child support for kids you're not even taking care of. So it's a flex for the women, but a downgrade for the men. And second of all, as you mentioned earlier, there's financial gain, child support, you get money off your taxes. Like that woman in the video said, by having kids by more than one man, you get more, income tax or state taxes in whatever, more money in federal taxes. So it's a financial gain. So of course they want to be baby mamas instead of wives. They get more out of it as opposed to being a wife, which they consider slavery. Yeah. Well, sweetie, at least you got a man to fucking help you take care of the kids and the house, because then you'll be crying later on when the man doesn't want to come around and do his diligence as a man.
That's right.
You want to be Miss Independent Boss Chick? Go right ahead. I don't give a damn what you do. I've been hearing this stuff for years and years and years. I'm glad somebody's finally calling it out. Oh, my God.
Man.
And Drea Michelle is so full of shit. Yeah, Drea Michelle is so full of shit. I did a whole show on her about a month ago about her and Jalen Green. And this is something I've been noticing. Have y'all noticed when it comes to these age gap relationships, no matter the age of the man, he's the victimizer, no matter the age of the woman, she's the victim?
Yep.
Yeah, as a 21-year-old ball player, do I agree he should have known better and should be criticized? Absolutely. Seriously, bro, you're 21 years old, you got your ball player, you're going to slide him into this old 40-plus-year-old woman raw, unprotected, now you're a baby daddy. You make her baby mama. What the fuck, bro?
But
Wrap it before you tap it. So I do agree with that. Wrap it before you tap it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Daphne. Go ahead.
No. I was going to say, Brittany Rayner did the same thing with PJ Washington, remember? She was going to his high school games. She was going to the boys' high school games, and then she ended up being this baby mama. So I'm like, these women, they pray.
That's what you call, they're predators is what they are.
Is this true?
Exactly.
Truth
that's
teller?
My point.
Truth teller?
And that's my, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on?
Go ahead. I know truth teller going to come with the knowledge. Go ahead.
Yeah, and that's my point. The man is always the victim, but the woman is always the victim, no matter her age. If she's now, let's flip the script and make it a 40-year-old man, 21-year-old woman. Oh, she's just a child. She doesn't know any better. Get the fuck out of here. She knew what the hell she was doing. When these college bras begin with these 30-plus-year-old men, they know exactly what the fuck they be doing. But they know what they be doing. Shit. But they want to play victim all the time and get treated like a damn victim. But no matter the woman's age, she's always the victimizer.
Okay, hold on, Hustle, because I know Truth Teller gonna come with some truth. Go ahead, Truth.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna just say I want to thank the world for these type of ladies because they readily identify that they hoes from the beginning, and hoes are important for our society. Hoes are vital. We need them. If you're a baby mama, you're a hoe. I'm sorry. And I know that sounds offensive to some young ladies who think they're not and they're single mothers, but you ain't have to be a single mother. You could have waited to get married before you had a baby. You decided not to. And, you like hitting it up with multiple different men. And, you is what you is. It's not a problem. I do disagree with you, Celebrity, on living together before marriage, right? So what you were describing that you experience, once you marry somebody you've never lived with them before is very true. But if you've done your vetting appropriately before you got married, none of that would be a surprise. Like the bathroom thing. Now, if you with your girl and you spend the night and she go use the bathroom, if you've been with her for a little while, you done hit that a couple times, you're supposed to be able to walk into that bathroom while she's on the toilet. And if she running the shower, you're supposed to be able to walk into that bathroom while she running the shower. If you never see her face without makeup, that's a red flag. If you've never touched her scalp to see where her real hair is working with, that's a red flag. If she always got on fingernails, that might be a health issue. That's a red flag. So we gotta, as men, we gotta be able to vet a little bit better if you're approaching it as this is, you're approaching this to be for her to be a wife. Now, if she's just gonna be a thing, you don't have to care about any of that. So it's just how you deal with the relationship, what kind of relationship it is when you start it off, and you gotta be careful. But yeah, they hoes. I mean, and I don't know if everybody knows, but my definition of a hoe is a woman who's had sex with more than one man at any point in time in their life. And the only way you could be saved from being a hoe is if you get married. And it only works for you one time. So if you get married and divorced, you're automatically a hoe again, and you can't never change that title after that point.
Oh wow, yeah.
So.
I'm sure a lot of people disagree.
Oh, they're gonna disagree, but I mean,
the first prime, get on here and tell Truth Teller how you feel, man. He said, "Here we go with the hoes." Yep, you knew it
they're
was
important, man. I mean, I really believe hoes are vital to our society, man. You won't ever hear me not.
Point made, brother.
But I'm also not
point made,
stupid
brother?
enough.
JT.
Yes.
So JT, by his definition, you got a hoe at home. What do you mean, point taken, brother? He calling your girl a hoe.
But he could save her. But he decided not to.
But he hasn't saved her yet. So she's a hoe in your definition, right?
Yeah, until he decides to not make her one, it's up to him.
JT, do you still agree? You got a hoe at home?
No, my girl ain't definitely no hoe.
Okay, so then why would you agree with Truth Teller when he's literally saying his opinion? You got a hoe at home.
Hey, if he's making a general statement, if it don't apply to her, she gonna let it fly.
He said any woman that has slept with more than one man.
This could hurt because this will apply to people's mamas, sisters, aunties, grandmamas. It'll apply to all of them. So it'll hurt.
I gotta disagree with you, man.
See, there we go.
Listen, I get it. I guess you trying to like spend me some game and everything, but with this one I'm with right now, sorry, man, I gotta disagree with you, dude.
But then why you ain't marry her?
Like you said, I'm vetting her properly. I'm doing exactly that.
Truth Teller. He hit you with your own stuff.
Oh no. Remember, I set the rules very black and white. She a hoe until he marries her. It don't matter. He's vetting her. I get it, but That don't change her status just because he's vetting her. He has to marry her to change her
Nah,
status.
hey, no, women are hoes, bro.
Or she had to be smart enough not to have sex with multiple guys. It's either or. I mean, if she didn't, she didn't. He could save her though, so she don't have to stay that way.
Okay, so hold on, JT, because the first prime is here. First prime, I know you got some words for Truth Teller. Go ahead, dear.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, man.
Truth teller, I swear you got like hoe-titus, bro. Every time the moment you come on, I know we finna talk about hoes. I'm like, oh yeah, here we go again.
They're vital, man. They're vital. I'm telling you,
They're
man. Our
they're.
society would be chaos without them.
It's sad
First
that
prime, do you agree?
yes and no because people be horny, but at the same time, if you like for the topic of this live, if people just sleeping unprotected, that's why there's fucking kids everywhere. People would be horny and then they just poke because like the truth teller said, there's general hoes, there's president hoes, they know what they're doing. And so
Well, you know what? I want to give y'all something, a little science that we don't normally talk about when we talk about childbirth. I don't know
does it
if
involve
anybody.
hoes?
No, it don't involve hoes. It just involves childbirth, and this is science, not me making up anything. So, do y'all know that it's very difficult to conceive? Does everybody? I don't think we all realize that. We think, you shoot the club up, and it's almost a guarantee that the woman will be pregnant. I don't know if y'all realize how difficult it is to conceive.
It isn't difficult for women who've had a kid. They become more fertile after a kid. But go ahead.
Actually, let me give you why it's difficult. Even if you already had a kid, your window for fertility is only a week, 1 week every month. During that week, it's at a 36 to 37% for 2 out of those 7 days. 36 to 37% out of 2 to 3 of those 7 days. Prior, the first 2 days and the last 2 days, it's only about 10%. So you have a very, very small window to get pregnant. Not only a small window, the chances in that window is also small, less than 40%. Now, we talk about contraceptives, we talk about having protected sex, but if these hoes would just avoid having sex for a week every month, we wouldn't have this problem.
Well,
we wouldn't need contraceptives. We wouldn't need any of the stuff we talk about. We wouldn't need sexual education. Hell, the week after my period, don't have no sex. And there wouldn't be single mothers. But why does it keep happening if conception is that difficult? Because they hoes. I keep telling y'all, man.
oh, wow.
They hoes. What do you want us to say?
Of course you would say that.
So truth teller, I have used examples. Why do you think a lot of women, because you just said it's extremely hard, but you got women with 6 and 6, 3 and 3, 5 and 5. Why do you think these women continue to produce kids with men that they know are not going to stick around? And besides the whole reason, take whole out of it. Why?
Because first off, it's their intent on gaining power. First off, they believe that the child can present them with power over the man, and if that does not work, I still have power over the child. Which is why even if they can't afford to take care of the child emotionally, financially, or otherwise, or constructively, they still want to have custody of the child no matter what. They'll leave them at their mama house, they'll leave them at their friend's house, sometimes they'll leave them at home alone, but they're not going to give up custody to maybe the father who can actually better take care of them. They refuse to. So that's what's happening. They're using the children as tools. But when you hear them out in public talking about it, he did it to me. He did, he got me pregnant, which is crazy because you know what your menstrual cycle is. If you can avoid getting pregnant just by not having sex for 7 days, how on God's green earth can a man get you pregnant? And we don't think about it like that. We just, we just take what women say. Our mothers, our grandmothers, our sisters, they say it. It's a man's fault she's pregnant when it's really her fault.
That makes sense. It kind of sounds like what I was saying. They want the power, they want the control, especially. But if they're having sex with athletes or with celebrities or someone that's making a lot of money, and they know that they have a background of having a bunch of kids with women, do you think the motive is about getting a check too?
Of
Because we know
course,
they're not
that
really
part,
interested in these men.
right? But that's part of the control thing, right?
Right.
Because they're gonna get your check for the next 18 years. This
Mm,
nigga got to serve me my money for the next 18 years.
mm, mm, mm.
What it boils down to. So it boils down to, it's a power struggle. It's all it really is. And of course they're trying to get benefits with this said power. And some of them are successful, right? They're going for younger guys. I mean, sometimes they're going for underage boys.
Yep.
And the court system is right there with them because they're gonna make these underage boys pay child support too. That's crazy. You're a child, but you gotta pay child support too.
Keith, he was paying it at 17. Chief Keith
Yeah.
had to pay child support to his baby mama that was 20 years older than him at 17 years old.
And no charges, no assault charges,
No
no
sir.
assault
No sir.
whatsoever. He just got to deal with whatever and we don't take into account how it messes with a young man psychologically too.
Mm.
Suddenly I'm having sex with an adult. I'm a teenager. I'm having sex with an adult. Now on top of that, I'm a father and I got to deal with taking care of this kid while I'm gonna get locked up. I'm a teenager. I gotta work because if I try to go to college, how am I gonna pay this child support? They're gonna throw me in jail and take away my driver's license. So the system doesn't care what men's circumstances are, and that's the strength. That's the strength that women have right now. They basically have a gigantic security guard backing their actions, no matter what their actions are.
Mm.
Me personally, I don't believe a man is in any way responsible for a woman becoming pregnant. Because if he shoots up the club, she doesn't necessarily have to be pregnant.
Right.
She doesn't even if he does shoot up the club, she doesn't have to be pregnant. She can stop that and protect herself. You know how we always say, tell the dudes to wrap it up? Do y'all know that there's female condoms?
Yeah.
Have we ever told a woman, why don't you wrap it up? How'd you get accidentally pregnant? Why didn't you wrap it up, shorty? We'll never tell girls to wrap it up. And there's feminine condoms for women.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Well, thank you, Taylor. I
yeah,
want to get the ball rolling because we got a couple people that joined. So I'm going to go to Chaos, and then we will go to the Roger Report. Shout out to the Roger Report. The Roger Report, my dad absolutely loves when you were on my show. So thank you for coming on here. I know he's really listening now. But Chaos Ring, you're next, and then the Roger Report. Go ahead, Chaos.
All right. Baby mama or wife. Well, it's profitable for now, but the states now are rolling back, starting with Florida, and I forgot what other state. I think Tennessee, especially one of them states, talking about mandatory DNA tests, even to the point. I think certain states kind of put a cap on the child support thing, but it only applies, to certain people that make a certain amount anyway. So overall, the hustle will still go on because let's be honest, women are not really looking foresight when they do certain things. So they're hoping that the state will supply them and give them the enforcement to crack down on certain men. Because think about it, the dudes that they get knocked up by on the average, they're not really productive.
Hold on.
Hello? Okay.
Do y'all hear?
Okay.
Is it just me? I can't hear him well. It's like it's bad reception.
He sounds good on my side.
I can hear him.
Yeah.
You can hear clear?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Okay, go ahead, Chaos. Maybe it's my end. Okay, let me fix my end.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chaos.
So that's what they banking on now. And let's be honest, you said before, it's duty and it's responsibility. It's a contract. So it tells me most women are not abiding by the rules and contract. So you might be as man try to keep your word, but the other side does not want to keep their word. They're willing to disengage on a given notice, or they already get disengaged already because they have their replacement man on deck with the help of social media. So really, that's actually a good red flag. If someone said that they don't want to deal with the greater responsibility, that means you're good for a nice fun in the day in the sack, or pump and dump. I mean, the man should not spend the money with you. The only thing he wants is you better give up that cat and keep pushing. Since you don't want to be really responsible. Because, and I know Roger said, and everybody said before, when a man decides to go that extra step to make you as a wife, he in his mind said he's going to hold his end as duty, regardless if he's able to fulfill it or not. He has a duty to fulfill, and some men are going to either fulfill it or not. And men come to terms in some point in their life where they're going to say, I'm going to hold duty for better, thicker, thin, all that stuff. You get me? Most women nowadays are not going to uphold no duty. Matter of fact, they think they're not entitled to hold no duty, Daphne, if you realistic a lot of them. They think if the thing doesn't suit them, they should not be around it no longer. And I said, that's not what it was designed for. If everything has suits you, sweetie, you'll be bouncing around different cocks with the ring, and nothing you get out of it at the end of the day.
Okay. Like I said, when it comes to, when I used to work for the state, they used to have two separate caseloads. You had the single family homes, and then you had the 2-parent households. The 2-parent households, it wasn't a lot of families. So my caseload, I used to have about maybe 115 people, individuals who had kids and that were getting, assistance from the government. So when I'm doing house visits and I'm talking to them, these people chose to be single mothers. And I would tell them, if childbirth is hard and one child is bad and it's hard for you to survive and you're struggling, why go back and have another kid? Just like that woman said, she has 6 kids by 6 men because she feels that $2,000 a month is enough to survive. We all know that isn't true, but they see dollar signs, and maybe that number isn't the same today. I think that TikTok is like 2 years old. So I'm sure now she probably gets a little bit more. But I'm telling you, having all these kids by men, there's nothing great that's going to come from that. It makes you look bad. But women, I'm learning, are now wearing being a baby mother as a badge of honor. And they want people to think that they're doing everything in the household by themselves. There's no dad around, when in a lot of cases, the dad is around. You guys are just believing what they're putting out there on social media. See, I'm not easily swindled with someone saying he left me and the kid and went with his newbie and got her pregnant and got married and had a lot of women like to create these victim stories as if they did nothing, right? And like I said this yesterday. Hey, truth teller, what do you feel about me saying your body, your choice, your consequences? What do you think about that statement?
I believe in it 100%.
Okay, wow.
So
He believes it, y'all. Truth tellers. Y'all hear it
you,
today.
so,
Truth
but
teller
here,
said.
give this scenario right after it. If a man has sex with a woman and catches an STD from him, should she be responsible for paying his medical bills for that STD for the rest of his life?
Damn.
If they say no, then that means they don't believe in child support.
Wow, you are
That's a good
crazy.
question.
That is a good
But
question.
then again, he gave himself that STD, so maybe it is his ass if he gets something.
Well, I mean, that's a good scenario. I don't know if anybody else wants to answer that, what he just said. Where's
Like I
Roger?
say,
Did
wrap it
Roger
before you
leave?
tap it.
Where's Roger report? He left. Someone said NBA YoungBoy. What about him? He had an STD? Don't be spreading no lies on this channel.
Somebody in the comments said that I think he got herpes. I think.
What? He gave it to somebody? Okay, but look. Okay, so look, speaking of that, since we own that, so they're saying that's why Chris Brown and Rihanna got into it, because she gave him something. That is the narrative that they put out there, and that's where the fight stemmed from. We don't know that. But all I do want to say is like a lot of people praise these celebrities. So when they have bastard kids, they don't look at them like that. They don't look at Rihanna as a baby mom. They look at her as Rihanna the billionaire with Fenty and all this crap. She's a baby mama at the end of the day. We have to call it what it is. She is not a wife. Now, I think it's by choice because, I mean, A$AP Rocky is now making the same money or even more than her. She's making more than him. So Rihanna wanted that control. That's why they did that little photo shoot with him and his hair down, looking like somebody's auntie that just got out of prison. And he's behind her, holding the kid like the way they made him look less than a man. I still think that was a funny cover. Truth teller, did you ever see that?
I saw it.
I did.
He looked like somebody's auntie.
Because his hair was down and parted down the middle and it was flowing. That I don't see hood dudes doing that. A$AP Rocky supposed to be from the hood, you know? So
He's what we call, he's a high level pookie, right? Let's just call him what he is. So he's a high level pookie. So basically, on the street level, he would be a pookie. On the rich people level, he's also a pookie, which is why he's accepting of her treating him in such ways, right? And he doesn't think there's a problem with it. if he was raised by a single mother, he might think that's part of his job of being with her. So that's the other problem with, single mothers raising sons, because they can't build men, right? Men just don't appear, leaders just don't appear, they're built. And they need other men to help them do that. Women don't understand what that, women can't comprehend the existence of a man. You just can't, because you guys live just a completely different life, a way of living. So if you're raised by a single mother, there's certain shortcomings you're gonna have, and one of them might be knowing when you getting pushed into the feminine role more than you should.
Mm.
And he's rolling with it strong though. I mean, if he's cool with being,
he cool
like that,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Rihanna be like, I'm about to go do a show. You stay your ass home and you
With
watch
the kid, right?
okay? Yes,
Take
ma'am.
care of the kid.
Yes,
I would
ma'am.
drop a
Anything
penny on you
else?
when I get back. Yeah.
Anything
Get you
else?
that
And keep your hair down and let it flow with the wind. Yes,
somebody.
ma'am. Okay, guys, we have Roger on. The Roger Report. Talk to us.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say real quickly, I got a sneaking suspicion that your dad is a genius. I really do. So if he listen, I know he heard. Okay, I got a sneaking suspicion.
Yeah, go ahead. I knew
Here's
you was
the
gonna say
elder.
it. Go ahead,
Here's
Roger.
the elder.
Real talk, real talk. No, I think that the issue is a plain and simple one. Black women simply prefer being single mothers than being the wife of a black man. That's something people don't want to deal with. They prefer it. We had a sister earlier. I'm not gonna bash the sister, but she was talking to you. It was a nice little one-on-one y'all had. I've been dipping in and out the show. Heard that part. She didn't really explain what happened at the relationship, which means she basically called it off. Okay. The closer they got to marriage, the more uncomfortable she probably became. And she didn't actually want to be a wife. She said they were young, but then I remember her saying something about 22. Yeah, I mean, come on. People get married at 22 all the time. That's not young. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a child. He wasn't a child. She said they've been together since 15. So this is probably like school crush, high school sweetheart type stuff. They knew what they was doing. She just didn't want to be a wife. And the thing is, when it's time to get married, that's when it comes out. Because most men don't know a woman who does not want to be a wife. So he didn't recognize it. So he thought giving her a baby would be fine. He thought proposing would be fine. He thought everything was gonna be all good. But the truth came out toward the end, because you either you actually gonna participate in this marriage, or you're not gonna participate in the marriage. And obviously, you know what I'm saying, without we don't need to know the entire
You're breaking up, Roger. Can y'all hear him? Is he breaking up on y'all end too?
Yeah, you breaking up for me.
You're breaking up, Roger. I didn't catch that last part. Roger, you there? Roger.
Yeah, I think where I was was the issue. I just moved. Okay, so I know y'all hear me clearly now, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, it's an issue because sisters just don't want to marry black men because they don't want to be under the authority of black men. You can pretend you do. You can fool a lot of black guys because black guys don't know what to look for when it comes to a woman that does not want to follow your leadership. I'm not trying to say anything bad about the young lady you spoke to previously, but she never actually said why the relationship ended. So she probably pretty much called it off. Had the man did something, I'm pretty sure she'd have been comfortable telling us, because most women are comfortable telling us their version of some black man who did something bad. That's just most black women, So why didn't she tell us that? I'm going to assume it's because he didn't actually do anything. She just never actually wanted to be a wife. The thing is, when you propose and you got a marriage coming up, you start setting dates, you going to counseling, you can't really fake it no more. And black women don't want to be under the authority of a black man. And when you somebody's wife, there is no question from people on a societal standpoint, there is no question truly if you're supposed to be listening to your husband or not. Everybody knows you're supposed to be listening to your husband, whether they agree with it or not. We all know that's supposed to happen. So if she marries him, then he truly has authority over her, and there's no lying about it. She didn't want to be in that position. That's simple. So it's a preference for black women.
Right. And you think
black women prefer marrying anybody other than a black man.
Yeah, because a lot of the examples that I used, they were black. Because I mean, that's what I've seen trending. Roger, did you listen to that video of the woman that has 6 kids by 6 men, and she said she does it for child support? Did you ever hear that?
I didn't necessarily hear the one you're talking about, but I heard many women say that on the video. I've heard women. I probably have heard the one you're talking about. I don't know exactly which one you're referring to. You might be referring to this light-skinned women or whatever. Who knows?
No,
but I've seen plenty of women say it.
Here, I'll play it again for you. Hold on, let me find it. I can play it again.
Yeah, I saw it. I think you have seen it, Roger. I think you have.
Roger,
I'm pretty sure I've seen it.
Hold on, Roger.
A lot of people got something to say about the fact that I got 6 kids with 6 different men. So I'm just going to tell y'all why it is better to do it this way. If I had 6 kids with all the same dude, I get 34% of his income, which is only $680 a month. If I got 6 kids with 6 different dudes, I get 17% from each one of them, which is $340 a month from each one. $340 a month times 6 baby daddies is $2,040.
There you go.
I guess them babies ain't gonna be eating. What happened to her hairline though? Jesus, girl, shouldn't you be focusing on something else?
Here we go, truth teller. Here we go. Here we go.
No,
just saying.
So Roger, she broke down why she has so many kids. I'm sure that number is higher now because that was a couple years old. But do you see what I mean when I say them being a baby mama is a choice? She chose to have those kids because she wanted to achieve that small number a month, right?
Let's just put it on the table,
I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna put them on the table though.
Here we go. She's a hoe. We know truth teller.
No, she is,
she's a
but
hoe to
it
the
ain't
6th
that.
power. To the 6th power.
I'm gonna just put it this way. A lot of ladies, and it's not just black women, but a growing majority of women are just lazy. Because what they see marriage as handcuffs. More specifically, they see it as something they'll have to work at, and they don't want to work. The state will give them money to take care of them kids. So they're willing to at least do the bare minimum to keep them kids breathing. They're not there to help the kids flourish. They just there to get some dough and make sure that they cover all the basics as far as they don't get locked up for abuse. They're not there to do what mothers and wives are supposed to do. They're just lazy, is what it boils down to. They're lazy, but they want the same benefits as what they perceived wives in the past as receiving. They want wifely benefits, but they don't want none of the responsibilities and none of the work.
Okay. I agree with that. So, hey Roger, do you agree with truth teller when he I know he said this before on another show, but do you agree with him when it comes to wanting to get married to someone? Would you agree that do you think they should live together before they get married or they should not? Roger? The Roger report, is he good? Roger, can you hear us?
I think he stepped away.
Roger. He's on mute too, so I don't know. I wanted to see what he had to say.
But I can't.
I already know what you think because you already said it. Roger, are you there?
Yeah.
I think he's probably at work too. Okay, that's okay.
I'm here.
Somebody said Brittany Renner talking about stepdaddy season. I remember that.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, I'm
hold
sorry.
on. You hear what I said, Roger?
Yeah. You said should the kids live together before?
So if you're with a woman and you guys are dating, do you think, let's say you plan on marrying her, would it be smart to live together before you get married so you can see how she is living with her? Or would you say no, that isn't smart?
There is literally no benefit to a man to live with a woman that he's not married to. It's literally none.
That's kind of what I said, more or less.
There's the thing is you create a negative situation for yourself if you don't end up married to this woman. So I would never recommend a man live with a woman before you get married. Now the thing about the marriage thing is Because I did hear a piece of that earlier. You've been with a person for a year, you either want to marry them or they don't. If you've been with somebody for a year, that's the time to propose. At the 2-year mark, y'all should be basically getting married at that particular point. And if you don't love her like that, you just don't love her like that. And a lot of guys just don't want to deal with the fact that they don't like that woman like that, because we're not taught as men to break up with women. We're taught that we should do basically whatever they say, and she invested time and we supposed to care. If you don't like her enough to marry her, if you're not gonna propose after a year, you don't like her like that. If you definitely ain't gonna marry her after 2 years, you are not into her like that. And you're wasting your time, and you can get the woman you actually want 9 times out of 10 if you get rid of the one that you don't want. But guys have a hard time coming to that realization because we've been taught to be concerned with what the woman wants and don't regard ourselves.
So Roger, and this is to everybody. I want to ask everybody this question: how can this issue be fixed? Do you think that because these women are sleeping with these men who already have multiple baby mamas, how can we repair this issue in the Black community? I want to start with JT. I'm gonna go in the order I see it. JT going once. JT Hustler, you could go ahead and answer. Hustler, can you hear me? Is everybody tripping? Chaos, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so Hustler and JT, they didn't hear me. So how can we fix this issue? How can this be repaired in the Black community with a lot of women having all these kids with all these men that they know are not going to stick around? What is a solution that you think would help? Chaos.
Yes. Hello. Say it again.
Man, come on. What do you mean say it again? You about to get skipped. What is the solution that we can do to fix this issue with all these women having kids with men that they know are not going to stick around? What is the solution that you think can help?
Oh, damn. I think the men have spoken on this.
Well, speak on it again.
I will say that, to my opinion, you know, the saying goes where they say you to choose better. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I'll be honest with you. If you have kids, depending on your age and wherever the child is, personally, I will always say you always kind of make good with your baby daddy, because he has proven no doubt to inseminate you and you carry his child for a reason. That will be the first start. Most dudes that, unfortunately, that's on the panel that probably still have no kids, it doesn't really serve a purpose. A lot of men, including me, we deal with women that have one child, much less multiple childs. You get me? Some will say that we should be lenient if they have one child, maybe, but way how we're thinking and moving as a community right now, I think a lot of women gonna have to be very much wise, especially depending what age they are. Because let's be honest, Daphne, you were once a young woman yourself when you were a young adult, and
I'm still a young woman. Don't do that to me. Don't get booted tonight. I'm always gonna be young. Okay, I don't age. I do not age.
Like young.
Go ahead.
Like
Black
young.
crack.
But
it don't. It do
yeah,
what you crack it
we don't know. But and you had your father around, so you kind of your influence better than most women. But still, no excuse, because let's be honest. Once you reach adult age, you have to operate accordingly how the world is moving, and it doesn't really fit the bill for a man that if they do what they should be doing and the reward is to hopefully carry lineage, it would not make sense they put seed into our soaked wombs, unless these ladies are going to really sit down and make a deal and say there's only what do you call it, trade-offs. And a lot of Western women today definitely are not going to make trade-offs. They want to hold to their standards, and they hold to the day they transition. So really, the best move a man could do right now is to make a distance right now and let the woman start to fall on their sword.
What?
Other young women are other.
Yeah, so you okay, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
You said the best thing for a man to do is make distance so she can fall on a sword. Are you
No,
watching the movie?
I'm trying to say whatever decision she make, and she want to put us back in day market just for a dude to provide everything and her child. I don't think most dudes today are going to do that. To be honest with you, the conversations are had, and for her, if she is going to really make it suitable for dudes that are looking to have legacy, they're going to make a real nice deal offer, which I said earlier they're not gonna do that because they want to hold to their standards, because the environment and how people are moving, they feel they don't need to do that, because in their mind, Daphne, they think men will need sex. That's all they offer, and that's all they have to bring, and then that's their trump card to snag a man. And as we know, as man gets older and he gets in his ways, that's not gonna hold no man. I don't think it's gonna hold any man now that's under the age of 30. So don't think any man over that is going to hold them. I'm just saying. That's my only answer. If y'all want me to clarify, y'all could.
No, we don't want you to clarify, because if you do, we're going to be here till midnight. Nope, you got
Good,
it.
good.
Thank you, sir. Hey, Hustler, are you back? Hustler? Nope. Truth Teller. Truth Teller, can you hear me?
Sorry, my finger was stuttering on the mute button. It was hilarious. He could talk about your mama, all kind of stuff, but when he starts to call you mature, he can get dropped. I mean, there's a couple of things that come to mind real quick on how, as black men, we can fix this.
Real quick. Truth Teller, me and Truth Teller, we good. Truth Teller, can I go in front of you real quick? Because I'm going to have to step away for a second. I'll be back, but I got to step away for a
second. I got to use the bathroom, because you said your stomach was hurting earlier. Remember? I'm just playing. Go ahead, Roger. He said, come on, Truth Teller, real quick. Let me step in. It's about to get ugly in this bathroom. Let me step in, Truth.
I got to go. I got to go.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But if I needed to, it ain't that big a deal to tell you. It ain't
I
that
can't
big
hold it that long, Truth Teller. Let me get in front of you, man.
Everybody use the bathroom. Yeah, everybody use the bathroom. No, if the thing is, we got to stop looking at it as a problem and just start looking at it as a choice, because that's what it is. Women are choosing to be single mothers. We are not in the 1500s. There is no way you can accidentally become a single mother at this point unless you're a widow. A widow is the only woman who got married, expected the man to be there, and now something happened, unfortunate, so the man ain't there. He dead. Yeah, you can be a single mother like that. Anything beyond being a widow in America is a choice. You don't have to have sex with anybody. Nobody's going to make you have a baby. Nobody can even force you to. You can get pregnant and people can't force you to have a baby. You can still get rid of the baby if you want to. You can use all types of different things to stop you from getting pregnant. Even if you do engage in sex, you can always abstain from sex. You can always be a virgin as long as you want to. No man can make a woman have a baby at this point. You can actually sexually assault a woman and you still can't force her to have a baby unless you're going to go through the trouble of locking her up for a good 6 to 9 months for that baby to develop and actually be born. It's just not happening. Them days are gone. So every single mother chose to be one. We just need to accept the truth for what it is. Now, if we accept the truth, then we can start moving in the right direction. Leave them women alone if you don't want to be bothered with a single mother. I've dated single mothers myself back in the day. If you don't want to be bothered with them, just leave them alone. And the whole thing is just let them work. A lot of those women will end up working to the day they die because men are going to avoid them more. And the culture is going to shift that way, whether y'all realize it or not. The culture is going to shift that way. But we ain't going to, as men, I ain't saying individually, but collectively, we're going to stay further and further away from working on a job some point, and they're going to die. They're going to do what men have done in the past. They're going to be at work and die. Somebody's going to be working at Walmart, and she's going to be at the register, and she's going to croak over because she's going to have a harder life because her kids ain't going to look out for her because more than likely she ain't going to raise them well. She's going to stop the father from having good influence over his children. Once you break that relationship, now she's stuck. When her adult children get old enough and she needs help, they're gonna do other things because they're not gonna want to help her. So therefore, she'll end up working till she dies. And once people see it enough, they'll be, the smaller people will start avoiding that situation. So it is what it is. That's going to happen. Right now, we have too many men who accept nonsense, and we help women who are quote unquote in trouble. As soon as we realize it is not our job to protect a bunch of single women, if you're a collective of men, if you see us as a collective of men, I'm going to help a woman who's married to somebody who I respect. If you're a single woman, you're in rebellion to the man you had the baby by. If you don't elect to have your child raised by the father, you're just a rebellious woman at the end of the day. everything we know about raising kids, it's better to have a man there. They say the best home is a 2-parent home. What does a 2-parent home have? A father.
Right.
If you're single and raising children, they say the best situation is to have a single father home. That's because a father is there. There's literally no information that suggests a mother should be raising a child on her own. There's none. It don't exist. Now, would you have an individual where some mother raised a great child? Sure. Because in a lot of those situations, there's a lot of men involved. There's different men involved.
Uncles. Yep. Uncles. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, people say LeBron James. LeBron James being dealt with by men his whole life since he basically been in basketball. He's been dealing with a bunch of guys. His mama didn't raise him. His mama was present, but his mama didn't actually raise him. If you just listen to LeBron's story and pay attention, LeBron's mother did not actually raise him. You know, she was not the person who influenced him on how to move in life. That was men. Okay. So at the end, and I'm not saying women can't raise children. I'm not saying that. I respect all widows out there. But at the end of the day, we got to act like the truth is the truth. Women of the black community do not want their children raised by black men because they want to offer their children to the altar of white supremacy. That is their desire. And if we respect that fact, we'll get better results. They desire it. Nobody can force them to do it, yet they collectively keep doing it daily. It's a choice. And their children suffering through white supremacy is their preference. A black woman would, collectively, they will do no more than what they have to according to how they perceive their image is going to be. If they think they can do it and it's okay, and they're a bad mother, and they're not considered a bad mother, they will do it.
Right.
That's simple. You was telling a story about the woman who acted like she was a teacher. You see what I'm saying? Talking about the boys looking at my butt in the classroom. She don't see that as her getting in trouble, so she did it. That's generally how black women operate. If they don't think it's gonna make their image bad, they doing it.
That's right.
So it's not an actual problem. It's a choice. And as soon as we accept that it's a choice, we can start making better decisions around it. Nobody's forcing them to do it.
Thank you, Roger. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for being on the show. I know you got to go. Your stomach hurting?
Now I'm about to go to the bathroom because you said it. No, I'm kidding.
I know you lying too.
I'm kidding. But
thank you, Roger, man. Have a good night, and I'll see you on my next
show. And please
show,
flush the toilet.
Thank you so much. You crazy. He said, now I'm really about
and
to
wash your hands.
blow it up. Leave the door open, everything. All right. Thank you, Roger. Okay, a hustler, were you back? Okay.
Yeah, what I miss?
Huh?
I said what I miss. I had to step away for a bit.
I asked you if you want to get any final words on any solutions you think that can fix the issue.
Oh, this baby mom versus a wife thing. I think women and men need to focus more on being, a husband and wife and not just baby mom, baby daddy. Because like I said earlier, it's a flex for the women because they're benefiting from it more so than we men are. We men are going to be paying child support up the ass if we continue to be irresponsible with our seed or whatever. I mean, I believe the man's genitals should be off limits to women he's not. His seed should be off limits to any female he's not trying to marry. In other words, don't get her pregnant if you're not trying to be with this woman, for real. Just a pump and dump. Take it for what it is. Wrap it before you tap it. And to the ladies, be responsible with your womb. Don't be out here giving up to every man out there because not every man's going to want to be with you, especially the dudes I just, fucking around out there like that. I saw a guy on a Kendra G video. This man's a baby father of 4 kids, but yeah, he wants a female without children. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. You asking for too damn much. Seriously?
No, but he might be able to get a chick that can't have no kids so that he got a mama and she got kids. Everybody's cool.
Okay, Truth Teller, go ahead, man. Get your final words in.
That's my final thought. We need to be responsible. We both need to work on ourselves. We gotta do better. Both men and women alike. Yeah.
Thank you, Hustler.
I'm gonna go a little different. I don't think men need to do much work. We've actually all been trained and brainwashed as far as what the role of a man should be in our community. You're supposed to take care of your kids. You're supposed to take care of your wife. The problem is we just don't have any wives. The solution for the most part is for men, You don't provide wifely benefits to a woman that is not your wife. She's your girlfriend, great. But you don't do wifely things for somebody that's your girlfriend. That's the first rule. Second thing is, I think the solution right now is actually in play, right? Over 50% of black men don't have kids. Black men are getting married more than black women, so they're actually trying to pick through what's there. And a lot of black men are actually, well, not a lot, but a decent number of black men are marrying women outside the black community. And when I say outside the black community, I do mean other black people as well as other non-black people. And then lastly, a good solution is to be patient. Because right now, if you just see how these women are acting, they're spinning out of control. They're going to jailbirds to get pregnant and have relationships. They're committing crimes and doing all this stuff. They're attacking young men, assaulting young men to get pregnant. And it's going to get worse. So, right, we're in the middle of this progression happening. It is definitely going to get worse, but less men are falling into this problem. And so I think we just need to have a little bit more patience as men, because it's going to get worse. It'll clean itself out, and then we'll be back in the gunner's chair. We'll be doing our thing.
Thank you, Truth Teller. I feel you on that. We'll hit the first prime, and then I'm going to end it with Jasper, who just joined. So, Jasper, hold on 1 second, sir. The first prime, are you there?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Any final words? Go ahead.
Yeah, I 100% agree with Roger, and I think it was Chaos who said he didn't want to go into that whole they need to choose better, but I'm gonna go into that because honestly, that's honestly what it is. Like Roger said, it's a choice. We've seen all kinds of women say they either want a thug, drug dealer, don't matter what kind of dude it is. And like how you said, Daphne, the dude straight up say, I don't want to be there. Hell, sometimes they don't even say, I don't even want a relationship. I just want to pump and dump. And they still get pregnant by the same dude. If he's like that, you can just say, all right, then I'm not having sex with you. All this is a choice. So I personally think if they just choose better, or at least choose a man that at least wants to be there for the kid just in case something happens. They don't even choose them. And also, I think it was Truth Teller who said this, that a lot of men ain't falling for it. Yeah, we ain't, and like the Roger says, also going to continue going like that. But then I feel like at that point, we're gonna start seeing them go after a lot of young men that don't know any better. That's being raised by these single mothers. Like, and I don't, even though I'm happy that she's doing better, but like how Tiffany said in the one live, like if her son, if he was well put together at 17 or 16, I think she said she didn't mind. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think she said she didn't mind him being with a grown woman. So we're gonna see these grown women start manipulating young men all over the place, and then we're gonna see kids being in the same school as their dad eventually.
Yep.
And so it's kind of like that's where I'm thinking it's gonna go down toward, because there's a lot of men that's just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that, and just going their own way.
Right.
Because like if you can't like you can't this is why I don't feel bad when I be seeing women. I know I'm taking a while talking. Sorry
I
about
say,
that.
man, because I'm hearing sound effects too. So come on now.
Yeah, that's a train. But yeah, it's just I just don't understand the whole. If you choose, why get mad when they straight up told you what they was from the get go? And that's how I feel what needs to be changed. Just choose better.
Choose
That's all
better.
I got to say.
Thank you, First Prime. Jasper, thank you so much for joining this panel. I know you probably have some stuff to say. Go ahead, sir. Jasper, can you hear us? Jasper, can you hear us? You're not even on mute. Jasper, going once. Jasper, going twice. Well, I guess Jasper had a lot to say, but can't say it right now. He's overwhelmed with emotion. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to this show. I want to say again, thank you guys for supporting me. Jasper, are you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead, Jasper. I was getting ready to wrap up. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, real quick. I'll try to make my answer
No,
as
no, go ahead, because I know you haven't been on it. Go ahead, sir.
yeah, I'll try to make my answer as concise as possible. And I want to respond to, I believe the question was, what are some possible solutions to curb the single mother issue in our community? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Well, the simple answer is women have to choose better. However, I think what I'm going to say is something I really haven't heard anyone say is women and largely are incapable of proper mate selection, which is where the issue comes in. We have to understand a woman's nature. So if we look back to when the single mother issue really took off, it was after the mass incarceration of Black men. And the reason that it took off is not only was the father removed from the home, but the father was normally the one that was in charge of the vetting process for his daughter. And so once he left, she was left to make those decisions on her own, and women have been failing at it. Even if you look at, I don't want to get turn into a sermon or anything, but even if you look at the Bible, in the Garden of Eden, the serpent spoke to Eve, not Adam. He first beguiled Eve, and then Eve beguiled Adam. But what this tells us is, since the serpent did not speak to Adam, what this tells us is women fall in love with what they hear. This is why they are incapable of proper mate selection. So the quick answer is we have to get our fathers back in our home, but that's going to take a long, long time from where we are now. The quickest way to fix this is women are gonna have to turn over this vetting process back to respected members of the community, male members of the community. So before you lay down with a man or you get pregnant by a man, he needs to be vetted by a respected member of the community, male member of the community. And he can sign off on it or give the okay. Right now, that's not what's happening. And the second part of it is, as men, as the leaders of the community, we're going to have to, when women don't follow those things, we're going to have to administer punishment, which is what's beginning to happen now. And what is that punishment, you may ask? If you lay down with this man and you conceive outside of the benefit of having a husband, that is pretty much the funeral for your love life moving forward. No one touch her. We're going to make sure she dies alone. And let there be a message to the rest of the women that's watching.
I heard that. Thank you so much, Jasper. I appreciate you coming on and providing your words. Everybody had really great points on this panel tonight. And I want to say thank you, guys. We're going to continue to come up with great topics so we can keep talking about the things that other pages are not talking about or they're afraid to talk about. These are things that we have to, continue to bring awareness to, especially female predators. I hate seeing women post lies like that just to get a couple of dollars. But I'm learning on Twitter, you can say things like that, like, I'm in love with an underage kid. And they might lose their Twitter, but they're not using their real handle anyway, their real name, their real information. So they can just open up a new Twitter. But a lot of these women, they will make you think that, I'm a teacher saying this because they know you're going to share it more. It's all about getting paid. On Twitter, you get paid off of views, comments, shares. That way they can add advertisements in between your comments, and that's how you get bigger checks. Her tweet went viral before she got shut down. At the same time, they got to avoid being shut down for exploiting kids. They do shut you down for that. But I've seen women say things worse than what she said, and they got to keep their Twitter. So all I'm saying is to those women out there with kids, I know it might be hard for you right now. I know that you might be struggling, but don't do what most women are doing by creating lies online thinking no one's going to check you. I will continue to check you, and I don't have to have kids to do it. A lot of you might give birth to these kids, but a lot of you don't deserve your kids. And if you're out there just having kids as an accessory and not as an actual child that you want to love and provide and care for, then you shouldn't be having them. And don't get mad when other people are teaching you how to be a better parent. We don't have to have kids to teach you how to raise a kid. It's common sense. So all I'm saying to women today, I hope you guys got something out of this. I don't hate baby mamas. I just hate when you guys go online, you bash the fathers, and then you do things to bring attention to your page so you can get a couple of coins. That isn't the way to do it. It is not hard to report anybody to CPS. So if you don't want to get that call, be careful what you're posting online, because a lot of people are not going to laugh at your jokes. I'm not laughing. I'm serious. And to those women who think abusing child support is the norm, eventually they're going to put more restrictions on that. When they start controlling how you spend that money, I guarantee you, y'all going to close them legs and glue them together. When they start controlling where the money's going and they want a statement at the end of the month, because I'm hoping that bill gets passed. They need more control. Once they control what they're spending that child support on, I guarantee you that's only going to go to the kids from here on out. And these women are going to be bitter about it. And then they're going to stop having so many kids because they know they don't have control over the money no more. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the
I
day,
think they're doing that.
at the end of the day, I hope you guys got something out of the show. To end my show, I'm going to do what I always do with my shirt updates and things like that. But I do want to tell you guys, I am hoping to get Tiffany on Sunday. So guys, I need you to listen. I may be able to get Tiffany to come on to my show on Sunday. You guys remember who Tiffany is, right? It was very big. Her shows were, she had a lot of attitude, but she has changed dramatically. There are women in this world that can be changed if they want to change. So there will be an update on Tiffany. Don't quote me on it. I'm still working with her right now. And I'm trying to see if she can come on Sunday so I can do a special show so y'all can see how she has changed. How she's not that same angry woman that's about to have some kids, right? So, guys, at the end of the day, I hope that you guys get something out of my shows. I know a lot of people don't like my approach. They would rather me be like Derek Jackson and say, you're not the problem. Keep having those babies. Make that money. Get that child support. Keep posting lies online and get them coins. I can't be that person. I will never be that person. At the end of the day, even Derek Jackson cheated on his wife and got him a woman that had a dehydrated wig. He didn't care about the natural woman. He wanted him the woman that he was telling y'all that he didn't want. So at the end of the day, y'all women are easy to manipulate too, because y'all believe anything someone says online instead of analyzing it and breaking it down. I think a lot of you women that claim that you're the most educated, you a damn lie. Show me your degree. Because if you were that easily swindled online with a story, then I know that you didn't go to school. Because, in school, they tell you to show your work. They tell you to prove where you got your source. So why aren't you telling these women online to prove where they got this information or prove that they're telling the truth? If a woman goes online and tells me something happened, I'm not believing shit until I see it. If I don't see it, I don't believe it. So a lot of those women that keep claiming we're the most educated, how can you be the most educated but the most dumb as well? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Can't be both. Y'all got to pick a side. So at the end of the day, guys, I want to say thank you for all the support. As you know, guys, I do have my June shirts that are out right now. I'm going to show you those again, and then I'm going to end it. Thank you to everybody on the panel. I appreciate you guys. We are going to have a lot more to talk about. If any of you guys are available on Sunday, I'm going to try my best to do the show like at 12 noon. And it's going to be an update. If anybody remembers when I had Tiffany on, just go back and look at my videos. There's 2 of them on there. Okay, go back and look at the video so you can be caught up to why she's coming back. She might not. It might be next week, but I'm hoping I can get her on Sunday because I have a busy week. So, anyways, guys, thank you again. So first, I know a lot of people told me yesterday they wanted the "Your Body, Your Choice, Your Consequence" shirt. I do have that shirt. This is what it looks like. If you guys are interested in that shirt, please do what you can to email me. I do answer my emails. I have it in black. I have it in white. If you want it custom with a different color, with different font, it's not an extra charge. Just tell me what you want. Some of y'all might have some shoes that might match it. But your body, your choice, your consequences. So far, I've had 15 people buy this shirt. I'm shocked. I didn't think y'all told me yesterday I'm going to get it, and y'all did not lie.
Make that 16.
So 16. Thank you so much. So thank you guys for not, telling me one thing and then doing another. I create what you guys tell me to. Now, a lot of people didn't buy exactly what you're seeing. They wanted me to change the colors. I'm willing to do all that. No extra charge. Shipping and taxes is included. It's one flat fee. Okay. Also, my June shirts, I want to show you guys. Please support men. Father's Day is coming up next month. It's also Men's Health Month, and it's also Juneteenth. They crammed everything into the month where we're supposed to be supporting our men, but they put all this stuff in that same month. So Men's Health month is next month too, and I have shirts for each occasion. So I want to say thank you guys for supporting everything that I do, because I do it for you guys. There's a lot of great dads that need to be recognized. At the end of the day, we know that these men are stepping up and taking care of their kids. They just don't go online bragging about it. Oh, I'm a father doing it all. You won't see that often from men, right? We see it from women. So at the end of the day, your job is to be a parent, and you should never get an extra cookie for doing it. But for some reason, they're praising a woman doing her job, but tell a man that's what you're supposed to do. So we have to start being honest and start giving people the same energy and not say one is okay and one isn't. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So those are my June shirts. And then I'm going to end it with my outro. But guys, I want to say again, thank you for attending my show tonight. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I hope that we can go live on Sunday with Tiffany so you guys can see the changes that sessions can do for someone who's trying to change, even though they know they got kids coming into the world. They're accepting their choice. She's accepting her choice now and not blaming the guy that walked out. So at the end of the day, guys, you got to make these choices for yourself. At the end of the day, ladies, it is your body. So if you're opening your legs up to a man and you know that you can get pregnant and you're accepting that consequence, I don't want to hear anything on social media. You chose that life. Everybody has a choice. Truth Teller said that. Almost everybody on this panel said that they have a choice. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you on the next show.
What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of account. They call it her pick me. Some women say she pandering, cause she don't pick the girl code over lies that's damaging. These hyenas scandalous, slandering a black man again, and want celebrity to stand and watch like she a mannequin. Black men are the casualties, trapped by women's strategies. They act out sporadically, that shit is a travesty. And it's just so sad to see, matter of fact, it's a tragedy. 3 kids with different daddies, please, but y'all all mad at Daphne. They up at night trying to discredit and defame. They corrupt, ain't right, and it's pathetic and a shame. Fake friends turn enemies, throwing dirt on your name, but you gon' fly with the angels and serpents burning the flames. Yeah, I know it's hard and it hurt to discover the same people claim they love you, start shaming your mother. Cut you off unexpectedly, you triggered, you hate that, claiming Daphne disrespected me. I figured you say that. What you gon' do when you facing accountability? You say she pandering, you hyenas be killing me. You niggas scandalous, your stories like validity. Boy, don't come for celebrity, queen of accountability.